All right. Looks like we are live. We are good. We are live. What is up, everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to the stream. Today we got a great show for you guys, talking about all sorts of gaming news since we were off yesterday. There's been a ton. Okay, I thought the music stopped for a second. There's been a ton of awesome gaming news that we have to go over. So you guys can we can queue it up. It's gonna be a good stream for you guys today. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get it going. I'm gonna put both of my posts. I've got a post on Blue Sky that I'm live now at this point, and I've also got a post on Twitter. Did my post on Twitter disappear? It might have disappeared. Yeah, my post on Twitter might have disappeared. All right. We're going to get it up there on Twitter too, so don't worry, guys. We're going to get it on there on Twitter. So I want to say thank you guys so much for coming out to today's stream. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Let's get into the shout-outs, then we'll jump into the different topics because, like I said, we got a lot of topics to go over, a lot of good stuff. So shout-outs to Dior, like always here. Let's go, Dior. What's good? Ava Cook is here. Party Man Brothership. Party Man. Have you got a chance to play Mario and Luigi Brothership? I have not got a chance to play it yet. Nintendo didn't reach out to me for the review code for whatever reason. So I thought I was going to get one, or at least, no, not that I thought I was going to get one. I just subconsciously thought that I actually asked for one, but I needed to ask, and I didn't even ask. So I'll just go buy the game. I'll probably go buy it tomorrow. I got some stuff that I got to do, so I'll go check it out tomorrow. And I will be playing it probably this weekend. Maybe I'll have some impressions up for you guys soon. Bead Queen is here. What's up, Bead Queen? Uzair Khan is here. Conky is here. David Dampier is here. So yeah, shout outs. Michelle is here. What's good, Michelle? Welcome to the stream. John Foster. Yo, Foster. Clabby, what's up, man? Discuss Sega delistings tonight. I don't even know what's going on with the delistings, man. So I mean, if y'all want to bring that up, that's cool. But honestly, like, I don't even care. Like, I haven't checked it out. I haven't been keeping up with the Sega delistings, to be honest, man. So y'all let me know what's happening with that, then I can tell you if I care or not. To keep it a buck, like, I saw one little thing on Twitter, but I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest, man. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Jeffrey Tucker? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Party Masters just got home picking up my copy. Yes, sir. Let's go. Seventh Okage, what's good, Seventh Okage? Welcome to the stream. Shout outs. Let's go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you here, like always, Seventh Okage. Lag. Yeah, we got a little bit of lag. I don't know what's up with the lag, man. I really don't know what's up with the lag, bro. I don't know, because, like, it never lagged before. And then now it's, like, lagging. Now it lags for some reason. So I don't understand why it does that. So, yeah, we got a little bit of lag. I optimized my settings. I don't know what's causing it. I power cycled the router. I optimized my settings. I have no idea what's causing a little bit of stutter or lag on the stream. Like, I don't think it happens on Twitch. Like, Twitch, it's good, but I don't know what's happening on YouTube, man. Yeah, I'm on Blue Sky. I am on Blue Sky right now, guys. So if you want to follow me on Blue Sky, you can follow me on Blue Sky. I'll put the link for you guys, my Blue Sky page. So I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I got a timer going too, though, so it'll pop up automatically. But yeah, here's my Blue Sky page. So if you guys want to follow me on Blue Sky, you can follow me on Blue Sky. Yeah, watch my vids and all that good. I mean, everything should work a little bit better on Blue Sky than it does on what's it called? Twitter. Like, I actually saw that even my post for like my new video, it got more likes than my post on Twitter. Like, and I have way more followers on Twitter than I do on Blue Sky. But like my post for my newest video for like the Switch 2 games update and features, that got 21 likes. On Blue Sky, I got 30. So Twitter, they suppress your post. Anything that has an external link, they'll suppress it. Even if you haven't embedded it in the player, they'll suppress it. Anything that goes off of the site, they'll just suppress it. I think Blue Sky might do it a little bit, but it's not as bad because I've got 28,000 followers on Twitter. I've only got a couple hundred on Blue Sky. I got like what, 400 on Blue Sky, and I got more likes. Like, that's crazy, you know. So yeah, like I'll start posting on there more in terms of things. Just picked up PlayStation headset, half off, brothership. Good day. Yes sir, let's go. Let's see, got to make a Blue Sky account. Yeah. Blue Sky is essentially, it's a Twitter alternative. It's just like Twitter, but not Twitter. Just a different Twitter. Let's see here. I thought it was my VPN acting funny. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like I got like 700 frames of lag. I don't know what's going on with the lag. It sucks. I can't figure it out either. Like I think it's maybe because I'm using my multi-stream, but I don't even know if that's it. Like maybe I got too many windows open. I don't think that's it either. So I'm not sure. Like I gotta look at, maybe I'm gonna think about just using a whole different browser. I think it just might be Google Chrome is just trash. Like it could be that too, guys, to keep it a buck. Like it could be just Google Chrome is just absolute like resource hog. So I mean that's what it could be too. So I'll try to see if I'm gonna move over to a different browser. I'm gonna try like Firefox, or I'm gonna try like I might just do Internet Explorer, or I'll just try Firefox. We'll see. So yeah, we will see. All right, let's do that. Hey, what's up, Tommy Raiku? Welcome to the stream. Blue Skies from the original creator of Twitter. I don't know if it was from the original creator of Twitter. That's the Jack Dorsey guy. I don't know if he's part of that or not. But yeah, maybe. But I'm not sure. Let's see here. The Blue Sky app on iPad isn't full screen. Very disappointing. Oh, it isn't full screen. Yeah, I mean, they're probably still working out some kinks. So maybe, you know, it'll take a little bit of time to get through that. I have the phone app and it seems to work okay on Android. But I haven't tested it out like on all different types of devices. Like, you know, my wife has an iPad that I bought her. I don't go on there, so I don't really know how it works on everything. But it works okay on Android phones, at least my phone, and it works okay on desktop. So hopefully they get that sorted out for you, B Queen, so it's a little bit better. I'm gonna start posting on there more often, so you know, so y'all can check me out on there if you want. Twitter, like I'll still be on Twitter though. Like I won't be off of Twitter, but like Twitter's crazy, so. Let's see here. Skylar G, what's up, Skylar G? Microsoft Edge is really good. Yeah, I have Microsoft Edge for my what's it called? For my music player. So like the music you guys hear right now, that's from the Microsoft Edge browser. I might switch over to that, but I might not. I don't know. I've tried to use it before, and it just like there's some good things about it, but there's some things I'm just kind of like, you know. But yeah, Firefox is good. Edge is the same as Chrome because it uses Chromium. I think Edge is a little bit better than Chrome from what I've seen. Like in terms of resources, Edge definitely uses less resources than Chrome. Shout outs to Skylar G. Shout outs to Alan. I only see you on this Spawncast, but I dig your input. Got a snub. You got a sub for me though. Hey, thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. Yeah, I haven't been on the Spawncast for a little bit just because they changed the recording time and all that. But thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I mean, it should pop up. I don't know. Double check to see that you are subbed, because I should have seen it pop up so I can give you like a proper, like, your name can pop up on the screen and all that. Which is why I call Twitter Twatter. There you go. Yo, what's up? Life will change. Welcome to the stream. What's up, Sortable Substance Prices? I switched over to Firefox in 2022. Never looked back. Chrome is trash. Yeah, I used to use Firefox back in the day, actually. Like my brother, he introduced me to Firefox like back like when it first started. I remember using like the Mozilla Firefox. So yeah, my brother's probably like, why don't you just use Firefox? He's probably been using it forever. He's probably thinking, why don't you just use that? So I remember using it back in the day. It was even good back in the day when it was ghetto, you know. So yeah, I'll probably go back. I got it downloaded. I got it right here. So I'll probably migrate everything over to Firefox. From what I understand, Firefox is pretty good from the little that I've used of it. But I used it back in the day though. I used it like back like decade plus ago. Like when it first started, I was using it. So yeah. Do not use that Opera Gamer browser. I saw somebody do an ad for that Opera browser, and I was thinking about it, but yeah, there's no need. I got Edge, I got Firefox. There's no need for me to get another one. Firefox or Edge will use less RAM than Chrome. Yes, I think that's what's happening right now. Even though I got a good rig, there shouldn't really be any issues. But I'm guessing anytime that we have lag, it's because I have too many Chrome tabs open or something like that. So I'm guessing that's what it is. But I'll migrate everything over to Firefox maybe tonight or tomorrow. It doesn't take, it's just like a click of a button. It's not that big of a deal. So yeah. Let's see. I think Muda did a deep dive on Opera GX. Oh, he did a deep dive on it. I didn't see Muda's deep dive on there. I didn't see it. I did not see it. I was already subbed, seen on Spawncast a while back. Oh, okay. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that. Thank you for the sub, brother. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, guys. I appreciate it. We're going to be talking about the Nintendo Switch 2. We got the confirmed backwards compatibility. We got some nonsense going on with people that don't report. Like, and listen, and I'm not trying to sit there and say nobody can report on stuff. I've been wrong on things, but you got people who don't report on Nintendo that obviously want to get clicks and get you know, hype off of the Nintendo Switch. So you got Xbox guys and you got PlayStation dudes trying to report on Nintendo, and they're getting stuff wrong. You know, they don't read Nintendo's financial reports. They don't listen to what Nintendo has to say. They don't play their games, but they want to report on stuff, which is fine. Once again, that's fine. You can do that if you want to. Everyone has the freedom of press. But we got a lot of people that are doing that and like are trying to make something out of nothing. And that's what happened with the Nintendo Switch 2, the announcement of the backwards compatibility. You had guys like Tom Warren, and you had other people saying, oh, well, you know, it's just digital for right now. They didn't specifically mention cartridges. And it's just like, oh, wait, what? They said Nintendo Switch software. What do you think software means? That some of these people think that software means digital only, and that is false. There is nothing that Nintendo's ever stated when they say Nintendo Switch software. That doesn't mean only digital. It doesn't mean only physical. It means their games. It means their games. It means physical and digital, both. It doesn't mean one or the other. And I did see people trying to push that narrative like, oh, well, right now we got confirmed digital. No, software just doesn't mean digital. It means they're digital and physical games. Now, how do I know this? Well, it's based off of Nintendo's own financial charts. If you go there, they say Nintendo Switch software, and they have their sales numbers, and they don't split it up between digital and physical for Nintendo Switch software. It's all their games. And this is dated all the way back to when they started reporting on it. Like you can see on their website, on the Nintendo IR, from like the Nintendo like GBA days or something like that, like back in the day. This has been going on for like a decade plus, you know, since their Nintendo IR site went up. I don't know when that site went up, but if you've read their financial reports for any year, they've always called it software. It's always been that. And all of a sudden people all of a sudden don't know what software is. Like I've never seen so many people confused, like what's software? What? All of a sudden they've been using software for forever. That name, David V with the $7.77 lucky 7.
Sup, OJ?
Sup?
How's your day today?
Good.
Can you play Metaphor Skyrunner Caradrius?
Oh, yes, I can. Definitely. Thank you for the $7.77. David V with the first dono of the stream. If you drop a dono, make sure you get your music in. And yeah, we'll get that music going for you. You are now the Hokage stream and striking that first ninja blood. Hey, let's go. Let's go further for that one. Let's get it, baby. David V, like always, the man, the myth, the legend in the house. David V. Anybody does more than 777, beat up my man David V on the board. Let's go. Let's go. Going further beyond tonight. Let's get it. All right, David V, and let's get that on here. 777. All right, shout outs, man. Thank you for the lucky sevens. Now let's get some lucky music going up here. Metaphor, Skyrunner Chadurius. All right. Okay. Okay. I think, let's see here. I think this might be it, but we'll see. Nintendo values physical copies more than any other company. They do value physical copies. They actually, even back in May, they said that they're even more committed to physical going forward, you know, than they want to expand software sales with everything. So they want physical, they want digital, they want both. They don't want one or the other right now, at least, you know. Shout outs, thank you, David V with the 777. Hardware and software, exactly. Hardware, that's the actual, you know, hardware, the system, software, the games. Yeah, it's very simple, but apparently people try to take that and turn it into something else for some reason, you know. Let's see here. I don't think Mudar said for granted, to be honest. Said for granted. What does that mean? Let's see here. On Game and Talk last night, RGT went on about how Breath of the Wild so more than Tears of the Kingdom. They forget that half a decade Breath of the Wild and had on Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, he did forget about that, or at least it wasn't relevant to him. It wasn't relevant for some reason. But yeah, I mean, Breath of the Wild didn't sell 30 million in 1 year. It was well less than that. But there were people like myself that felt that it could outsell it, so I think that's why he's doing that. But next time on Game and Talk, ask him about Metaphor Refantazio and going on. Ask him about the backwards compatibility. Ask him about that. I don't know why he's bringing up Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Ask him about Metaphor Refantazio and ask him about and ask him about backwards compatibility, something newer. Ask him about that. Because like I said, although, Metaphor is not a Nintendo game, so I guess, but, ask him about backwards compatibility, how he mocked me and my chart, the graph. Ask him about that. That should have been more. Did he go on about that? We got to ask him about that, because he would mock me every time that I'd bring up the chart. He would make memes and stuff. He wasn't showing those memes no more. What happened to those memes, bruh? And Metaphor, he just swept under the rug. He didn't want to talk about that no more. He didn't want to talk about Metaphor, even though he did a video on it. He didn't want to talk about Metaphor's review scores. He was, he said, "All right, you got me on Twitter," and that was that. He didn't want to talk about that. Let's see here. What I want to know is whatever happened to RGT Metaphor bet. I mean, we didn't get anything ironed out, and I bet you anything he's so happy that we didn't get anything ironed out beforehand. I should have, but I missed some of the spawn cast, so I just couldn't get it ironed out. But I mean, I wish I would have, because it would have been so much sweeter. Because anytime that I talked about Metaphor, he would mock me on Twitter. He would say, "Oh yeah, game of the century, oh game of the whatever." He would always mock me whenever I talked about it. And I was like, all right. I mean, that's because, you're someone who doesn't play RPGs, doesn't know your head from your ass from RPGs. You only play them when a developer or publisher pays you. You do the bare minimum, and then you move on, So he doesn't know RPGs, he doesn't know about them. So, and he doesn't like Persona. He doesn't think Persona is good. Even though Persona is very good, he doesn't really think Persona is good, like in his mind. So he thought that the developers behind Persona, oh, who cares if they made Persona? That doesn't matter. I don't like this, so it doesn't look that good to me. The graphics and all that. PS3 looking game, right? So yeah, but I wish I would have actually emphasized it a bit more. But I just didn't get the opportunity or chance just because of the change in the schedule. But, it is what it is. Let's see. You think Switch 2 will have OLED option at launch? I don't think so, but we'll see. You conceded Switch 2 backwards compatibility will include physical. You conceded that Switch 2 backwards compatibility will... Well, no, he never said that it wouldn't have physical. He never said that he wouldn't. Basically, what I was saying is that when MVG made his video about backwards compatibility, from what I remember watching him from, like, Twitter, basically if somebody brought up, well, Nintendo, we already know that there's going to be backwards compatibility. Nintendo put up this chart, this graph, that shows that there's clearly a shared connection between Nintendo accounts and between Nintendo, and if you look at the writing that they said, hey, we want to have a long-term relationship with consumers. We want to share Nintendo accounts. We want to be able to have you carry over your data and carry over things. Now, they did everything but actually confirm, yes, there will be backwards compatibility. So when I would bring that up a lot, or when I'd say, well, this chart clearly shows that they're looking to just basically migrate the Switch over to Switch 2. So that would include your account, your digital games, NSO, things like that. This is going to be backwards compatible. I was met with, oh, that it's just a stupid chart. I was met with, oh, Nintendo, they're going to resell their games because they did it with Switch. I was met with all sorts of stuff. There was a lot of resistance, that I saw in videos and that I saw whenever we spoke about it. And also mocking on Twitter, which I don't mind. It's funny. I mock too. I do things too. But that's what I remember. Not that it was going to be physical and digital, that it was not going to be it at all, because Nintendo's stupid, essentially. That was Nintendo's dumb. They'd rather resell you, even though it's not feasible or practical for a developer to intentionally leave out that and then consistently remaster everything. That is a huge drain on resources. I mean, like, if they have to do it, they'll do it. But if they can avoid it, they'll avoid it. Like, most developer or most companies will avoid that because it just creates a problem, because it's not just like you can... Now, if there was like a port button where you can just port from one system to, like, it's just instant and it takes no time whatsoever, I think they might do that, because then, okay, let me just resell it. But it takes time and resources to port games over, like to have to like repackage it, import it, then advertise it, then get it into people's hands. If you just have backwards compatibility, then maybe you push out a patch, or maybe you just, people can just buy that game and play it on there. You don't got to worry about nothing, yet you can still reap, not all, but you can still reap a lot of the benefits from, that game, which we saw, and which that was my argument back then, and that's still my argument now. And I'm like, well, that doesn't make sense. Like, they do backwards compatibility whenever they can, and they've had a really good run at selling old games. Like, when DS came out, they were still selling GBA games. When 3DS came out, they were still selling DS games, you know? When Wii came out, they were still selling GameCube games. People were still buying GameCube games. When Wii U came out, people were still buying Wii games. People were still buying Skyward Sword and still buying Super Smash Bros. Brawl and New Super Mario Bros. U and all sorts of games. Like, those games still sold. Mario Kart Wii still sold. Like, they were still selling Wii U or Wii games. So my whole thing was, well, wait a minute. Nintendo has a pretty long history whenever they can, if it's feasible to actually do this. And they've pretty much said everything but, you know, but saying that on the investors meeting. So that was my logic. You know, sometimes my logic doesn't always come through, but that was my logic, and it seemed to be true. It obviously worked out to be true. Let's see. Shout out to Juice Man Vaughn. It says, that's what I was telling someone else. Nintendo pretty much telling us the next thing was going to be backwards compatible for years. Yeah. But once again, that was met with people mocking and then people throwing MVG's video in my face and saying, oh, well, he's a developer. You're not. You're stupid. You're a fanboy. You're this. I mean, literally, like, psychos on Twitter, you know, that are telling me I'm just fanboying, I'm just this. And I'm just like, bro, like, just because I'm not a developer and just because I cover Nintendo a lot, I like Nintendo, I like lots of stuff. I like RPGs, I play my PlayStation a ton. I like lots of stuff, but that doesn't mean I'm just saying something just to say it. Like, it's based off of actual, like, objective, like, facts. It's based off of, no, not even objective, it's just based off of facts. Like, what they've said and what was there. So, for me, people gotta stop jumping the gun, you know, with certain things. But, once again, I think that some people have tunnel vision. A lot of people weren't online when Nintendo had the you know, like, the older systems. They were kids, or they just weren't paying attention. So a lot of people don't even know that Nintendo did backwards compatibility, or they don't care, and all they're thinking about is this Nintendo now. You know what I'm saying? Like, which, fine, whatever. Fair enough, I guess, right? So, let's see here. I argue about players has better accurate judgment, variety of games. Variety of games. Actually, just likes wrestling and racing. That's about it. He likes Command and Conquer. He likes sports games. Yo, B Martin, what's good? Let's go, baby. What the?
Sup, brother?
What's up?
Hope you're doing good.
I'm doing good.
Sorry, I've been MIA for a while.
No, you're good.
Just been busy.
No, you're
I
good.
always catch the replay though.
You're
Can
good.
you play Jubilife Village theme, please?
Absolutely. We can play some Jubilife for you, man. Thank you so much, B Martin, with the $25, getting us the 32 on the board. Let's go. And becoming the Hokage and Stream Ninja. Can anybody top the mighty B Martin with the opening thread? We'll see. $25. You can beat out B Martin on the Hokage or Stream Ninja board. Shout out to B Martin. You are that, though, for right now. Let's get it. My man B Martin, let's go, baby. Thank you for the big 25. And yes, I'll get you your Jubilife Village. And dude, I know that you're busy, man. You got a full-time job. You got maple syrup that you're taking care of. You got poutine that you got to make sure that you eat and enjoy. You got a life up there, brother. I know that you out here doing stuff. You good. You don't ever have to apologize. Hell, if you never came to the stream again, I'd still be super appreciative of everything that you've done for the Elite Ninja Village. So you've been awesome, brother. I appreciate you. Don't ever have to apologize. Whenever you can make it, you can make it. And take care of yourself. I hope you and your family are doing good up north. I got to go visit. Like I said, I got to go visit. But let's get this going here. Jubilife Village. Yes, there is backwards. Yes, it's backwards compatibility confirmed. Lil Lee, you gotta watch my videos on the channel. You gotta make sure that you hit the notification bell and watch my videos so you know what's going on. It was confirmed a few days ago. It was 3 days ago. It was confirmed, and I made multiple videos on it. So yeah, make sure you watch the vids, brother. Watch the vids. Hey, bonjour, Mr. Francois. Anyone else actually enjoying Black Ops 6? Nah, I don't play Black Ops, but I hope you're enjoying it, brother. Let's see. Shout outs to Juice Man Vaughn, though. Good to see you here. I want to talk about that Multiversus topic with you. In the end, it doesn't matter. Nintendo owes no one anything. I've rebought games since like the beginning of time. That's true, but I think at the end of the day, though, you still want to do what's right by the consumer, and I think that backwards compatibility is what's right by the consumer if it can be done. If it can be done. Excuse me. In game and talk, RGT Defense was MVG was do you weirdos develop? Let's see. In game and talk, RGT Defense for MVG was do you weirdos develop video games? I gotta watch the game and talk. I think he was probably joking around, tongue in cheek, but let me just say this. I'll keep it a buck. I do respect MVG when it comes to his videos and all that, but that one I was like, no, like that one I was like, as someone who's been a Nintendo fan for a hot minute, I was like, no, I don't care how many games he's developed. I was like, no. And the reason why I'm like, no, is because that doesn't make any sense. And now, once again, his videos didn't say that it's not going to happen. He just said that it's an issue and how are they going to do it? Now, a lot of people took that and interpreted it as it's going to be a big problem. And since he's a developer, you know, he knows more. But when it comes to this, guys, it's not really about whether you can develop a game or not. It's about consumer and like savvy and consumer, what consumers want. Now, when it comes to business and consumer business, I'm very good at that. I'm very, very good at that and predicting some of the things that's going to happen with Nintendo. I don't get everything right, but I'm damn good at consumer business and at least analyzing and saying, hey, this is what I think based off of X, Y, and Z. And I'm going to tell you exactly why I think that based off of X, Y, and Z. I think I'm pretty damn good at that. So I don't care how many games you develop. There's one thing, that's not a development thing. That's a business thing. You know what I'm saying? So they'll find a way to make it work because business-wise, there's two separate sides. There's tech and then there's business. And I'm going to tell you something right now, bruh. A lot of times, business, more so than anything, affects the tech more than the tech affects the business, especially with Nintendo. So that's the thing that people got to realize is that, yeah, I get it. I'll always take a back seat to MVG when it comes to technology and stuff like that. But when it comes to business, the move to have backwards compatibility is a business decision more so than anything. And then they'll figure out how to make it work with the tech. But from the very beginning, before the Switch 2 was probably even made, they were thinking, okay, we gotta, the Switch is a hit. We gotta find some way for people to keep buying games. And backwards compatibility is something that they've done for decades in order for people to continue buying games and also to keep their games on the market and continue selling games. Like, so that's a business thing. That's not a tech thing. Me saying that, it had nothing to do with tech. That's why I couldn't argue tech with them. I wasn't like, oh, well, you know, oh, well, the new NVIDIA chip. And I said, I argued business. I'm like, well, business wise, they're probably going to do this and they'll find out a way to make it work. Whether they got to shove an X1 in there or they got to do something, software emulation where it reads the game, they got to do something. They're going to do something to get this thing to work, you know? So the business drove the tech, you know? Nintendo's business often, like, you look at the sales of their handheld and their home console, the fact that their home console, dedicated home console, is selling far less than their handhelds, the business side of it said, hey, we need to make a hybrid. So that wasn't a tech thing. That was a business decision. And they used whatever they could. Did you guys know that all the way up until almost the last hour, Nintendo was going to have a way weaker Switch? They were going to use like a K1 equivalent, and it was essentially going to be more of like in line with the 3DS, a bit more powerful 3DS, and many of the games that we would have got would have looked a lot worse or not come at all. But it wasn't until the very last second in 2015, or not the very last second, but late, the Tegra X1 was revealed. Then Nintendo was like, oh, wow, look at this. And this is confirmed too, by the way. I'm not just making this up. This was confirmed by Mr. Iwata and everything beforehand. They had a different chip in there, and they were experimenting with a different type of chip and dual screens and kind of just going like a sequel to the 3DS. Okay? So the business side of it said, hey, look, we're going to make a hybrid. Whether hell or high water, it's going to be more of a hybrid, and it'd be able to project onto like a TV, or you can link it up to your TV somehow. But then all of a sudden, randomly, the Tegra X1 was announced in 2015, and they said, oh, wow, that's a better chip. Let's use that. But regardless, the business decision drove what they are doing with their tech. It wasn't the other way around. You see what I'm saying? So I'm good at that. I'm good at saying, okay, well, business-wise, they got to do this. This is what, you know, you got to do. You know, he says, no, I just he was serious about is how many games have you shipped when he defended MVG's video about Switch 2 back compat. I mean, I get it. I get why he would, because he was right on board saying, you know, and people gave him a little bit of hell. So he's kind of defending. I mean, I get it. And MVG's, like I said, I'll never I didn't go in the comment section and started arguing with MVG. I didn't argue with him. I just simply gave my own position and said why I think it's not true, or why I think that it will be there. I said they'll get it done through hell or high water because business-wise it makes more sense than tech-wise. So whatever tech problems that they're gonna have, they'll find a way. I mean, remember, this is the company who took a freaking Game Boy Advance and made a whole damn lower half of a GameCube that plugged into your GameCube just so they can try to salvage Game Boy Advance sales on a TV. It's the same company that did that. So through hell or high water, they will find ways to do weird things, or they'll find ways to get it done, even if it doesn't make sense tech-wise. You know, they took a Game Boy, then they make it to where you can plug it into a cartridge and you can play your Game Boy games on your TV called Super Game Boy, right? Like, they'll find different ways to do different things. Like, even if it has to be like an extension or like a little cartridge slot add-on, or they'll find a way to get it done. That's what I was trying to say. Like, you know, because business-wise, it makes sense. It made sense for the Super Game Boy. It made sense for the GBA player. It made sense. It just made sense, you know? So yeah. We're just talking about the situation with RGT because that was what everyone's talking about. That was the whole backwards compatibility thing. You know, that was it. And he's a prominent voice. So yeah, he's the homie too. So yeah, man, like I get it though. Like, I get where they were coming from. And I get that it's easy to be cynical, right? It's based off of, also, look, Nintendo doesn't always make the right decisions, right? Like, there are some decisions that definitely objectify or objectively bad. But this is one of those things to where it wasn't really based off of that. It was just based off of Nintendo stupid, right? Like, it was based off of that. Like, a lot of it was based off of Nintendo stupid. And they don't know what they're doing. And they mess things up from it wasn't based off of like, oh, okay, like, this is what they said, or this is what they've done in the past. It wasn't based off of that. It was based off of Nintendo's dumb. And that's the only thing that I felt was like, okay, people aren't basing this off of what they've said. People aren't basing this off of, you know, the sales or anything like that. They're not basing it off of their past and trying to connect the dots. They're basing it off of Nintendo's dumb and I know better than them, and this is why they won't do it, because they're stupid. It really wasn't. The only thing that came about with the technical perspective of it, it was more of like, oh, see, this is why, to give them some type of out because they are dumb. It wasn't like, oh, okay, well, yeah, that's just one opinion, you know? So yeah. Have you played it yet? I haven't played it. Saving Money. What are you talking about? What game? Mario and Luigi Brothership? I haven't got it yet. Yeah, I haven't got it yet, but I'm gonna pick it up. And the comment saying, was Nintendo always gonna do something Nintendo, which is equivalent to say Nintendo's gonna do something. Yeah, exactly. Which was interesting. Which is interesting when people say that, but it usually just comes off as, I don't like what they did. It's not that they did something stupid. It's like, I don't like what they did. It made me mad, so therefore they're gonna do something, you know? But every single company has that. Let's just not act like every company's perfect. So Sony's gonna Sony, Microsoft's gonna Microsoft. I mean, come on now. So if that's the case, then literally every company, Apple's gonna Apple. They all do it. They all got some stuff that they do, you know? So yeah. OJ, I'm setting up my PS5 Pro with cloud save sharing. Hey, congrats on that, Scott. Sure, but if you were making an assumption based off of unbiased logic, then you'd assume that Switch 2 would be backwards compatible. Yeah. Let's see here. That's all good, Scott, man. Let me know how everything runs and everything like that, man, with the PS5 Pro. Atlus gonna do Atlus when the announcement of announcement. That's true. Atlus is gonna Atlus when the announcement of the. I call it the Atlas, where the announcement of the announcement, which I don't get mad at that. It is what it is, you know. But I mean, I gotta watch the episode of Game and Talk. From what you guys are telling me, it seems like people were, you know. I get it, you know. They're trying to defend their position on that, you know. So it is what it is. But I don't know. Like, I don't think. If someone makes games, that's fine if someone makes games, but I don't think that means that, once again, that they're going to know if there's backwards compatibility or not, whether they make the game, because like those same technical hurdles have always been like there. Like, this is not the first time that Nintendo, like, that we're going from one generation to another. Like, the technical hurdles for backwards compatibility is always going to be present on most systems. Like, there's always, like, Microsoft has a whole backwards compatibility team, or at least they had a whole backwards compatibility team. If it was something that was just easy and it can be done by snapping your fingers, then why would you need a whole backwards compatibility team? Why would you need, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's always something that's going to take some time and effort, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to be something that you're going to have to look into. So it's no different for Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, anybody really, right? Unless you're like PC or something like that. That's a little bit different. It's not, you know, those are open devices, not closed, different graphics cards and all sorts of stuff. But when it comes to like Nintendo, for example, or Microsoft or Sony, like they're all going to have challenges with backwards compatibility going from, even if it's the same architecture, like there's still going to be things like that you're going to have to do. Microsoft's isn't even like, a lot of it's not even like real backwards compatibility. It's like software downloading, like with 360, right? Or Xbox, the original Xbox, and a lot of games don't even work. Like there's a large number of games that don't even work, you know, with Microsoft. So it's not like it's a slam dunk with every single system if they have it or not, you know? So yeah. What's up, Tyler Foster? Welcome to the stream, brother. I appreciate you. Shout outs. Sure. But yeah, I see what you're saying though, Huddy. I see what you're saying 100%. Like I see what you're saying, you know? Big love though. Let's get this overclock going though. But no, I get MVG's point. I get RGT's point. Like I get their points. I get their points. I'm just like laughing at it a little bit because of the mocking, you know? So I got to do a little bit of mocking back. Let's go. Overclock. Let's get it.
Overclock Buster.
It's a little bit late on that one, but we're good. We should be good. Big love though. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you for the 30 on the board. We got a 30-minute extension. There we go. There it is. 30-minute extension on the board. Let's go. We can hit the 45-minute extension, which we didn't hit last time. We can hit the 45 if we get to 45 on the combo overclock board. Let's go. Let's see here. GBC, you can play GB games. That was my first memory of backwards compatibility. Yeah, my first memory of backwards compatibility for any system that I had was I think it was, yeah, Game Boy Advance and Game Boy Color, or it might have been that, but then again, it might have been a system before that. I'm thinking, I think I played Sonic and Knuckles on a 32X. So I think, isn't that some form of backwards compatibility? I know it didn't really do anything, but I think I did something like that. But yeah, I would say what I use when I use backwards compatibility more common was definitely GameCube to Wii. For me, that was like the big one, or like PS2 to PS1, but probably for a system that I own, I think it was definitely GameCube and Wii, because I use backwards compatibility, or yeah, GameCube and Wii, or even PS3 and PS2, you know, so yeah. Yo, Nick93 with the $1.99 says just picked up the PS5 Pro. Hey, let me know how it is, like testing it out. Let me know how the games look and run and sound and all that good stuff. Let me know. I am interested in it, just to know what you guys' experiences are. I don't think I'm going to get one myself, but I'm interested in like seeing what other people think about it. Thank you for the $1.99, man. Congrats on that PS5 Pro purchase. Let's see here. GBA backwards compatibility had GB, even though it looked crusty with the giant cartridge sticking out. It did look really crusty with the giant cartridge sticking out. AM, it did. Sortable Shelf and Super Saiyan. What's up, man? Says, thank goodness I didn't end up using the Tegra K1. That would have been potentially a disaster long term. It would have been a disaster long term. It really would have been. They probably would have been able to crank out more first party games faster, but it would have been a disaster for third party games in certain titles like Breath of the Wild and all that. I don't know if it would have even worked. To be honest, they would have had to like make a, I don't know what would have happened. Let's see here. People tend to forget that this isn't the same Nintendo as the one from the Wii U days, and I find it pretty frustrating, honestly. I don't really find it frustrating because it makes for good content. I'll keep it a buck. Like, these type of things make for good content. Like, I don't mind taking an L. When I take an L, I'll take an L. It's no big deal. But these type of things make for great content. So I don't mind like people saying certain stuff. You know, I can understand from your, I can see why it might be frustrating, but like for me, I think that it's fun to be able to get into a conversation like this, and it's almost like a I told you so, like a long I told you so, you know, where I don't, listen, I've taken the L, and I've had to come here with my tail between my legs, right? Like, but if I'm taking the W, yeah, we're going to talk about it, we're going to make content off of it, because people were mocking me and calling me names, so I gotta make that time back up. You know, so I don't mind that. So even if people do say weird stuff or whatever, like, you know, we could always come back here if they're wrong and say, see, look, I told you so. Yo, OJ, do you think game developers will update their games to match Nintendo Switch 2 like Nier Automata updated to 60 frames? I mean, some will, Honcho. Some will, some won't. So yeah. I don't mean Knuckles Chaotix. I just mean Knuckles like Sonic and Knuckles. Sonic and Knuckles. Let's see here. Seeing Side Games joining the Switch 2 really raised some eyebrows for Dragalia Lost fans. Seeing Side Games joining the Switch 2 really... I mean, they're probably thinking about Grand Blue... Side Games is probably bringing Grand Blue Fantasy, Relink, and Versus. Those are probably the two games that they're going to bring over. I mean, the sales have hit a complete stonewalled on what's it called? On the RPG game. And like if you have a fighting game, you can get more people to play your fighting game. So it makes sense to bring, you know, Grand Blue over to the Nintendo Switch 2. Hey, what's up, Normatic Nor? Welcome. At least when you take an L, you come and admit it and not a coward away into a hidey hole. I mean, yeah, whenever I take an L, I'll also take the complete L. Like, people think that I'll be a sore loser about things, but I'm actually not. I don't really make... If I'm taking an L, I take the L. Like, with Tears of the Kingdom, I took a straight-up L. Like, that's fine. I thought that was going to do better than it did. It did not. It is what it is. But it's not over. I mean, we got to see how it is in many, you know, years. Because that's what I did state that. But, once again, I said that I felt that it'd take it over faster. So, I got to take the L on that one. So, if I'm taking an L, I'll take an L. There's not really anything else around it. But yeah, I don't hide away from that. But I'll be honest, like lately I've been taking a lot of dubs. We haven't been having a lot of L's lately. I mean, the dubs here have been very refreshing. Metaphor refantazio, that was a big W, right? Backwards compatibility, massive W. You know, overall, the Nintendo Switch itself, while I took an L on what it was, huge W on the system being successful. You know, so yeah, listen, I've taken a lot of good W's. We've got a lot of W's over the course of especially the last few things, some W's. So yeah. Hey, look, my 49ers are getting back on track. You know, they're getting back on track, man. They're getting back on track. I took a few L's, but we're getting back on track. Christian McCaffrey's coming back too, baby. Don't worry, we're gonna pull that second half run like the Niners always do. Hey, OJ, now that I finished Metaphor Refantazio, I have to say it's the best game ever. Luis is the best written character. He's one of my favorites. W Atlus. I'm 112 hours into Metaphor Refantazio, and I am not near. I'm near the end, but I'm still not like quite done. Luis is fantastic. A lot of the characters are great in the game. I'm looking forward to beating it. I think I put about 10 hours in the last 2 days, so I've been putting a lot of time lately. I want to get it wrapped up. But yeah, it's great. Metaphor is awesome. It's definitely it might be my favorite Atlus game. I like it more than Persona. I definitely like it more than Persona. I don't know about SMT5 Vengeance, but I definitely like it. It's up there in terms of individual games. Like, it's probably like at least my second favorite Atlus game of all time. My second favorite. It's up there, at least top 3. It is fantastic. What's up, Shaw X? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? And thank you, Beacon of Chelsea, with the 21 months of joining tier. Let's go. Real quick though, guys, if you want to become an elite ninja like Beacon of Chelsea and everybody that has badges next to their name, you can hit !member on your keyboard, type it in all lowercase, and that will give you a link to our membership where you can get emotes, exclusive emotes, badges. You get into our exclusive Discord, private Discord more like it. Play games with myself in the community. And it's only $1 a month. So it helps out with the daily live stream. So it helps us keep everything going every day here. Thank you for listening to my show. And shout outs to Beacon of Chelsea with the 21 months. Let's go. I think people just don't want to be happy or satisfied with Nintendo. What's up, DJ King? That's why some people just say whatever. Even if Nintendo tell them straight to their face what they're going to do, they still won't believe. DJ King, me and you, we were the early seekers. We were the seekers, the early bearers of the chart, the graph. Look at the Nintendo graph. Me and you, we were saying that for quite some time. Look at the Nintendo graph. So, and I know you got mocked for it too. You got mocked for it as well. So, it's good to be right about the graph. The graph has been redeemed, you know, for me. Feels good, man. So feels good. Let's see here. I heard Walking Sim Death Stranding's on Xbox. Yeah, it's on Xbox now. I don't care about Death Stranding, but yeah, if you want to play it, It's play anywhere too, so if you want to get Death Stranding, it's on Xbox if you want it, or on PC. They sure did take some L's. They took a few L's. Nintendo needs to find a way to show people that Xeno X is a standalone. They don't need the whole series. I think they stated that in their initial press briefing, but when they go over the overview trailer and everything, they'll say, hey, you can play this without knowledge of any of the other Xenoblades. It's the perfect place to start. They'll say that, you know. So I think it'll be fine once they actually get into more of the other stuff, like new trailers and like overview trailers and stuff like that. Frame the graph. I think I might need to frame the graph. I think I might need to frame the graph and just say, yo, this graph is framed. When I finally put my room together, which I've been super slacking on. Let's see. Yep, the graphic Nintendo Music was also product of that graph. Yeah, when they said we're gonna go into different like areas, right? Like different types of entertainment and things. Yep. That was part of like that presentation. I think they also talked about like where their cash was going to. That's where that one guy Boundary Break, he blocked me over. I don't know if it wasn't the Nintendo graph. It was the cash flow utilization graph. And he was like, "Oh well, Nintendo, they're not making anything good, but he just plays Mario and Zelda. That's all he really likes." And I'm like, "Oh well, no. Look there's all these games, and you just don't like them, you know." And then he got angry at me, and then he ended up just blocking me. When I put too many facts, and my viewers were, or not even my viewers, his viewers were agreeing with me, he just ended up blocking me. I didn't say anything disrespectful to him. I just put facts, and he got mad and blocked me over it. He has a good channel, though. He has a good channel, but it was funny. But yeah, I think it was part of that, the cash utilization graph that showed where Nintendo's divvying, like where money's going and stuff like that, you know? Let's see here. Hey OJ, the PS5 Pro worth it? I've been debating whether or not should get it or just wait. If you look at the games that are supported, right, there's a bunch of PS5 Pro supported games. So if you want the best quality that you can get on console, then PS5 Pro is worth it. You could probably trade in your PS5 and, you know, get a couple $100s for it, and then it'll go toward the PS5 Pro. So if you want the best quality possible for all the games, and then it's probably worth it for you. But if you're fine with what you have, if you're fine with the PS5 standard and like the graphics and everything, then there's no need to get it. But if you want the best quality, then I'd say get it. And if you play on PS5 a lot, I say yeah, get it. iSonic with the 22 months of tune-in tier. Yo, let's go. Yo, Brent Smith with the California Smasher.
Salute to OJ in the village.
Hey, salute, baby, Brand Smith. We out here, my boy, Brand Smith. Thank you for the big $30 Oh my gosh, it's so good to see All Might flipping again, man. Shout outs to my hero. So good to see All Might with the big $30. My man, Brand Smith becomes the Hokage and Stream Ninja. Hey, let's go. Thank you so much, Brand Smith. Brand Smith with the big $30. Anybody does 30 or more, you can bid on Brand Smith. If you've already supported, just subtract the difference. Let's go. And Brand Smith, let me know what music you want. I got you for a few tracks if you want them. We can definitely play some music for you for that big JoJo Dono, big California Smash Dono. And let's get the 1 hour. Hopefully it'll work for me, but let's get the 1 hour. No, we got a 60-minute extension. 1 hour, let's get it. Let's go. Hey, it worked. Let's go. Yes, sir. Flame clock destroyed. Stream clock 1 hour max. We are gonna max this baby out for 1 hour. Let's go. Balbay Digital with the Twitch Prime subscription, 5 months. Currently on a 1 month stream. Thank you so much, Balbay. Yo, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the Twitch Primer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. Thank you for that support, man. I appreciate it. Let's get it. Thank you so much. Yo, 1 hour extended. Let's get it, guys. Now we can try to see if we can go even
further
beyond. Get to that 100 bonus stream level. Let's go. All right. Let's see here. I would look at the Pro if they didn't pull the disk drive crap. Yeah, I agree. The disk drive stuff is really scummy. Hey, what's up, Mr. Pedro? I agree. I made a video saying that the PS5 Pro is a scam, and that was the scam part. The fact that they removed the disc drive. I think that's messed up. But yeah, if you're willing to pay for the disc drive, or if you don't care, if you're all digital and you want the best quality PS5 games, then yeah, I'd say it's worth it. Let's see here. Hey, fellow non-confused person about backwards compatibility. Yeah, shout outs. Hey, I appreciate you. Dank Meme Center X. Let's go. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Let's get it. 66 on the board. Shout outs, man. I hope the PSVR 2 goes on sale. I think the PSVR 2 already went on sale. Isn't there already sales on there? Blocked, not mature. Wait, what are you talking about, Hancha? I'm not sure what you're talking about, brother. I lost count how many times people in Japan have to do a lottery to get a PS5, get a version of a PS5 console. They haven't been doing lotteries. It was just the what's it called? The PS5 Pro for the lotteries, right? Because of the scalping issues that they've had. I finished Sonic Cross Shadow Generation, and it's probably the best Sonic experience I have. The game's controls and level design are top tier. Like, they learned from the good from Frontiers. I've heard that the Sonic like the Shadow part is really good. The Sonic Generations part is okay, but the Shadow part I heard is really good. So I'll pick it up at some point. I picked up Sonic Frontiers and I played that. I thought it was pretty good. Or no, I didn't think it was pretty good. Sorry, I thought it was okay for what it was, but it wasn't for me. But I do plan on picking up the Sonic Cross Shadow Generations. It's just, there's no point at buying it full price when it's just going to be discounted on Black Friday for like $30 or something. So it's just going to be discounted soon. So there was no point. I wasn't going to get around to it anyway because I had Metaphor. So, Corrigan theme? Yes, I can play that. Thank you so much, Mr. Brand Smith. If you want something else, let me know. I got you. Same thing with B Martin. You want something else, let me know. If you can. Thank you so much, Mr. Freaking Brand Smith out here. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you, dude. Seriously. I'm getting Sonic on Black Friday. Yeah, I pick up almost every Sonic game on sale, even if they suck. Yeah. I'll buy the Sonic games. Like, I pick up Sonic Superstars. That game's not. It doesn't suck, but it's not incredible. But I bought that on sale for. I think that game was like $17. I'll buy everything. I'll buy all the Sonic stuff on sale, and then I might never play it or just barely play it. You know. Excuse me. Yeah, Sonic games always go on sale. Even if it isn't Black Friday, they go on sale fairly quickly. This morning I just received my PS5 Pro, and it wasn't what I expected. To save your money, and it wasn't what I expected. Are you saying save your money, so what was it? What did you not expect? What was the problem with the PS5 Pro for you, Zero Cool? Let me know more. I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't have one, but what was it like? What was it not advertised as? Like, what do you think was the issue? Hey, what's up, 777OG? Welcome, baby. What's up, Superpower Man? Welcome. Frontiers has my interest, but I'm not paying full price. I mean, Frontiers have been discounted for quite a while now. You know, pros a scam, save for the 6. I mean, okay. I think he meant save your money. Yeah, I think that's what he meant too. But I want to understand like what he's talking about. Like, why? Why is it not great? Or why is it not what he expected? Says someone who loves Generations. Okay. Yes, I meant save your money. Yeah, do you mind expanding upon? I know there's not many characters, only 200 characters, but do you mind just briefly expanding upon why it wasn't what you expected? Because there was a lot of coverage beforehand. For some reason, I thought the graphics were going to be very vivid, and it's not what I expected. I don't know what I did. Okay. Were you playing games that were actually supported by PS5 Pro? And what type of TV do you have? Do you have like a good OLED TV, like a high-end one, or what are you playing on? Because if you're playing on like a mid TV, then yeah, it ain't gonna be that much of a difference, you know? Not gonna lie, I found Shadow way more enjoyable than Brothership. Brothership is very disappointing. Brothership just came out, so I mean, I don't know, were you already playing Brothership? But yeah, I mean, if you feel that like Sonic Cross Shadow is better than Brothership, that's fine. I mean, it got about the same review scores, so there's people that are going to think that it's better, there's people that are going to think that it's worse, there's people that are going to think that Brothership's better. Depends also if you like RPGs or not. If you like RPGs, then you might think Brothership's better. If you don't like RPGs, then you might think Sonic is better, you know? so yeah. But I'm guessing, I don't know how much time you've put into Brothership or not, so I'm not sure what's going on. But no, I mean, that's a fair take to have. That's a fair take. To be honest, I may just keep the 5 for a year into PS6. Need to see how Sony does. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, if you want to get the PS5 Pro, get it. I mean, if it looks intriguing to you, get it. I mean, it's $700, and for me, it'd be $800 because of the disc drive. I just don't know. Like, when the PS6 is probably going to be out within the next couple of years, should I really spend, you know, 700, 800? Should I really spend $800 on this system instead of just saving it for the next system? You know, especially like when the graphics are definitely better and the frame rate's definitely better, but I don't know if it's worth $800 investment. You know. I'm not sure if it's that much better. Like, I know it's better, but I don't know if it's $800 better. Like, that just seems like too much. But, you know, it is what it is, right? So yeah. Hey, Shinru, thank you for the raid. The raid of 2. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Plus, Sony doesn't have the first-party games this generation to make the PS5 Pro worth it. Yeah, maybe if they had more big first-party games. Yeah, I agree. I think if you get a PS5 Pro, it's good until PS6 Pro, but it might not be. That's the thing. Like, what if PS6 comes out and PS6 blows it out of the water? Then what, you know? Shout out to Shinru. Thank you for the raid, though, brother. I appreciate that. Sicilian with the $2 says, I use a 1994 Magnavox CRT. Should I get a PS5 Pro? Yes. I think that's probably the best reason to get one. Is how good it's gonna look on your CRT. You can play Super Smash Bros. Melee modded on there. You can just do that. You can do that. Enter some tournaments. Play against, I don't know, Hungry Box or something like that. See, ain't much, but I'm done for the day. LOL. Finished Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Nice. Congrats on that. He's joking around, Gambit. He's not serious. I think this what's it called? This Zelda boss fight was pretty low. I don't know if you guys could hear it well enough. Hopefully you guys could hear it. I just booted up Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the PS5 Pro, and the graphics mode at 60 definitely has made it worth it. Yeah, if you're into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I think that's definitely worth it if you're into that. And I thought about it, and if I actually liked Final Fantasy VII Rebirth a lot, I might have just bit the bullet and done it, you know? If I actually liked Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, like, a lot. But I don't like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth a lot. I think it's good. I think it's, you know, whatever. But I just don't like that game a lot. So that's the reason why I'm like, yeah, I don't know. But I know there's a big difference in FF7 Rebirth, though. But I just wish I liked the game more for me to actually spend it on that. But I just don't. So yeah. I wonder if Sony would rebrand the PlayStation from using numbers like I think they're gonna always use numbers because it's just easy for them, you know. Let's see here. Bloodborne finally getting the 60 frames per second on the Pro. I think that would make it worth it for some people if Bloodborne magically just ran at 60 frames or a lot better. Yeah. Let me ask you this: do you think PS5 will be back compat with PS6? PS5 will be back compat with PS6? Or do you mean PS6 will be back compat with PS5? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think PS6 will be back compat with PS4, PS5, and PS6. But I think that it's going to be like all digital for PS4 maybe. Or they might have a disc drive option for you. But it's definitely going to be backwards compatible with PS5 games. PS6, the other way around. That's not backwards compatible. That's forward compatible. And no, I don't think it's going to be forward compatible. Forward compatible is like almost impossible to do because you don't know what the technology isn't in the chip. Like, you need the certain chipset and all that. It's a closed box. So forward compatibility is almost impossible with the closed box device. So yeah. Forward compatible, no, I don't think so. That'd be lit though if a company actually thought ahead that far somehow to their next system. Although I do think Microsoft might work on something like that to where, like, through the cloud and through cloud computing, games will be forward compatible regardless. Like, you'll just be able to, you know, the next Xbox and whatever, like the Super Xbox, whatever is from like the upgrade, you'll be able to just play games from any era, cloud via cloud storage. So I think Microsoft is working on that because Microsoft actually has the best, well, I don't know if it's the best backwards compatibility, but it's a thorough backwards compatibility plan because on the Xbox Series you can play original Xbox games, like OG Xbox on the Xbox Series, if it's supported through the software. Not every game is supported. So for example, a game like The Warriors, made by Rockstar, which is a fantastic game. That's not supported on the 360 or the Xbox One, or I don't think it is. It might be now at this point, but I know on Xbox 360 it was not. I had a physical copy. So yeah, but it's software emulation, right? So I think Microsoft is probably gonna do something like that, to where they'll just keep, you know, forward compatible, because they're just gonna do more and more cloud, more and more digital, more and more stuff like that. Will my mini PC run PS5 Pro games? Asking for a friend. Well, let me see. Like, let me just say this, man. If we get $150 in tips, then it will. If we get $200 in tips, then it will as well. But it has to be one of those two, all right? Because I need to buy groceries. I need to buy pies. I need to buy booze and liquor. I need to buy DoorDash. I need to buy everything like that. I need to get a really bad haircut. You know, that makes my forehead look like, makes my hairline look like the Batarang. These are the things that I need. Okay, these are the things that I need. So yeah, shout outs, guys. And by the way, that is a joke. Yeah, WWE champions. That is a joke. Don't take that seriously. If you know the joke, then you know the joke. If you don't, then you don't. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go. OJ's gonna do a feasting stream. Sit there and eat disgusting pizza poppers. Oh man, shout outs, guys, appreciate that. CBH says, I think they would do a PS5 games and the PS6 will just upgrade it. Crazy if they're still supporting PS4 during that time. No, I just said backwards compatible with PS4. Not that they're still supporting like PS4 development, just backwards compatible with PS4 games. It's all gonna be like x86. I think they can do PS4 as well. And that'd be a pretty big, you know, big reason to buy the system. If you can play PS4, PS5, PS6 games, that's pretty good. So yeah, pretty good. Yeah, the base PS5 will still be good for a few years when PS6 launches, probably. Herman Holst was not a is not a gamer. Is he a gamer now? Is he a gamer now at this point? Yeah, this dude, this hairline look like the Batarang, bro. He's got this Batarang hairline, man. Although Herman Holst got that Batarang too. Nothing wrong with the Batarang hairline. I mean, hell, some people don't even got one, so. Feels like the PC platform continues to get more and more attractive with these expensive Pro upgrades. Can't imagine buying both PS5 then the Pro. Yeah, like, I think that's one of the reasons why I probably didn't buy the PS5 Pros. I got a pretty beefy PC. So, I mean, if I really want something better, if I really need better graphics and all that, I can play on my PC, but I don't like playing on my PC. So if the PS5 Pro actually came with a disc drive, I probably would have bought it, you know. I probably would have just traded in my system and bought it, but you know, whatever. No driver stand forever to be inferior to the regular PS5. I mean, well, I don't think you need a stand for the PS5 Pro. I think it can stand on its own without it. But yeah, no disc drive sucks. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. I agree with that. But no, I see what I feel what Huddy's saying too. I feel what Juice Man Vaughn. I feel what Huddy's saying. Any effa that gave Concord the green light is not a gamer. I agree. I have to agree with that, and that's not even that's like no cap, right? If you look at, there was nothing about Concord that anybody that's into gaming would sit there and look at it and be like, oh yeah, this looks lit. I can't think of a single soul. When I saw that, I was like, this is not good. Like, and this is the problem when you give development teams too much creative control. That's the problem when you don't put your foot down. When you don't put your foot down and tell them, hey, like, this is what you need to do. When you let them make something like that, Concord looked trash from the beginning. I mean, I can only imagine what their betas and all that look like, or what their like early. They must have looked super trash. If the final product and those characters look the way that they look, obviously it looked way worse beforehand. So like Herman Holst hyping it up and saying, oh my gosh, this is gonna be great. Like, yeah, he doesn't know gaming like that. I mean, here's what he does know. Herman Holst knows, like, yeah, like he knows the Sony way in terms of big budget and all of that. He knows Horizon. We got to give credit where credit's due. This man got Horizon. This man did Killzone. You know, they've got some good stuff, right? They've done at Guerrilla Games. They've done some good stuff. But anybody that would green light Concord for that type of money and that would buy them, and I think, but it was Jim Ryan though. It was Jim Ryan that bought Concord. But anybody, Jim Ryan, Herman Coles, whoever did it, they don't know gaming as well as they think that they know gaming, because that did not look good. Nothing about Concord looked good. Nothing about it actually looked good. I like Concord. Gamers don't want to pay a price to get smacked by a 16-year-old. I don't think that's it. It looked like trash. The gameplay was okay. From what I saw, the gameplay was okay. But if you're not interested in the characters, there's no reason to buy the game. Like, it's $40. Like, there's a plethora of free-to-play games out there that you can play that offer the same thing Concord offered. Concord did not offer enough content and value for $40. Out the gate. Out the gate, they didn't. Out the gate, they didn't. Maybe it would have got up to that point. Maybe if there was a single-player campaign, like a nice 7-8 hour single-player campaign where you can use those nice, silky smooth mechanics, the 60 frames. It looked good. It looked and ran great. But man, that would have been good if they actually made a single player campaign instead of wasting millions of dollars on live service nonsense. You know, they should have just made a single player campaign and just say, hey, look, it's a live service game. You can buy DLC, you can buy cosmetics in the multiplayer, but the single player, we're going to give you guys a nice, 7 to 10 hour single player campaign where you're in space and you're moving around and like you're going to different planets and you're progressing and upgrading your character. It should have just been that. And then you got a multiplayer mode that has like live service elements to it, right? You can buy the different whatever. They have different events. I don't know why they did what they did. And the pursuit of live service infinite money glitch makes them try to cut corners. And to me, making a game that doesn't have a single player campaign, like anything, is cutting corners. That is a cut of a corner because you're trying to just get straight to monetization live service, right? Straight to that. But if you're gonna charge $40, you might as well make a campaign. Like, why would you charge $40 and not have an actual campaign? That makes no sense. So that makes zero sense. So it feels like a lot of AAA Western devs have been trashed this gen. Yeah, there's been a lot of good ones, but there's been a lot of trash too. OJ, can you explain one thing to me about Sony? Why do they not package PSVR or no PSTV as Roku with games and keep the Netflix on Hulu? I don't know. Because nobody was buying PSTV, so I don't think it really mattered if they had Netflix and Roku. Nobody cared. Yeah, nobody cared. Nobody cared about PS Vita TV. What do you mean? Oh, well, Concord Dev said they're non-existent fans that the single-player content was the seasonal cutscenes. Yeah, seasonal cutscenes. Imagine buying a game like, yo, I can't wait for seasonal cutscenes. Give me some seasonal gameplay. Give me some seasonal single-player. How about that? How about you put some sauce and some seasoning on that single-player and put it out there? Because I think if they would have had a $40 game with a good single-player campaign and a scaled-back multiplayer that eventually got bigger and bigger as they went along, I think that game would have been successful. I would have bought it day one. I definitely would have bought it day one because I think the gameplay looks cool, but I would have definitely checked it out. Like a new IP, $40, why not? But they decided to go the multiplayer live service route, and I mean they decided to go the live service route and they failed. Plain and simple, they failed. So is that how Titanfall got popular? A good campaign? I mean, Titanfall was never super popular because of when it released, but it got popular at cult status because, yeah, it was great multiplayer and it had a great campaign. Like, the campaign in Titanfall was great. Titanfall 2 in particular. Wasn't the word that Holtz was personally gushing about Concord? He was. Like, there's some fake information about what he said about it, but he was definitely thinking, like, Concord's going to be, like, lit. But I think Sony saw the writing was on the wall. Like, I ain't never seen a big AAA game. Like, I ain't never seen a company destroy a big AAA game that fast. Like, Sony put the kibosh on Concord so fast. Like, you don't even know if it existed, bro. Like, they legitimately, like, cut. I mean, it's crazy. It's the biggest AAA flop, in my opinion, ever. It's the biggest AAA flop ever. I've never seen a AAA game get choked out this fast. It's like instant choke, like Khabib choke out. Like, match starts, choked out from the, like, it's crazy how fast they got rid of that game, you know? Definitely, yeah, Thanos snap, bro. Thanos snap on that one. So, Concord got cooked. So, it's crazy, bro. It's really crazy. They gave that game 10 minutes on screen time. They did. They gave it big screen time. And all it did was further enhance people's annoyment with the game. It just looked so corny. The character designs were terrible, bro. The character designs were so bad. Like, I'm thinking to myself, what is with these character designs? They're like Temu Overwatch. Like they're definitely like Temu Overwatch, bro. These character designs were terrible, bro. So I don't know what they were thinking. I have no idea what they were thinking. But like the developers were too cocky and too overconfident. They definitely should have focus test those designs, because I don't know who told them those designs were good. I don't think anybody actually told them those designs were good for characters. Remember, it's a character-based shooter. So, like, you got to have personality. Like, these character shooters, they're played by the dumbest people out there. No offense to any to the Sly Crow. No offense to any of you guys that play it. I'm not saying that you're dumb, but I'm just saying it is appeal to the least common denominator, like with some of these things. Because, like, all you're doing is doing the same thing over and over again. So, like, you gotta, like, you know, appeal to people who, like, want to look at something like that, right? They want to look at it over and over. So you've got to be pretty shallow when it comes to these not looter shooters, when it comes to these payload shooters or these live service shooters. Like, you just gotta make it look good. That's why Zenless Zone Zero and all these booba anime things and all these do good, because it looks good. Like, the gameplay is repetitive and derivative, and there's no reason to be wasting your life, rotting your life away playing Genshin Impact all day. You know, but they do offer something that a lot of these other games don't offer. I mean, they do offer some good, you know, you can play it single player if you want to. There's single player content, which is good, which I'll always be like, hey, look, I'll always give it a shot. You know, I don't love them, but I'll give it a shot, because there's single player content. I don't have to boot up multiplayer every single time. It's always online, but at least it's single player, you know? So that's the thing. That's why some of these other games are having success, these other live service games. It's like, you can play it multiplayer, you can play it by yourself. You don't need to go online, and it's not weird that way. And a lot of them they're free to play, you know? So yeah. Let's see here. I'd love to see the Concord creative team. Some trash taste. Yeah, complete trash taste. It's the biggest flop because they actually went all the way through distributing and selling the game, then began refunding every damn copy. I've never heard of that before. I've never heard of a game that big in scope and scale refunding everybody for everything. Like, the only thing that I can equate it to is, like, I think Mass Effect 3. But Mass Effect 3, that wasn't even, like, most people didn't ask for a refund with that game because the game was great. It was just the ending. Like, EA and BioWare overpromised and underdelivered on that ending. The ending originally was completely garbage. To end Shepard's era, that's what you put out? Yeah, that was garbage. So if you wanted a refund for that, you could get one. I didn't ask for a refund because, yes, I was disappointed with the ending, but the game was great. The game was fantastic. You know, the game was so good, you know? So I was like, yo, at least I got a good game. Yeah, the ending sucked, but the game was great. You know, the gameplay was the best shooting in Mass Effect, easy, hands down. One of the best structures, best content. It was great. It was well worth the money. Just the ending was just, you know, trash. And so if you wanted a refund on that, you could get a refund on that. But I would probably say most people didn't get a refund. You know, most people did not request a refund on that. So yeah, how's your favorite multiverse doing? Yeah, Multiverses flopped, guys. I guess we got to talk about that too. So yeah, Multiverses flopped. So I guess we can go into that a little bit, right? So apparently Multiverses, they got hit with a $100 million loss budget added into the thing. So basically, right here, I can look over it. So Multiverses, it's not performing well. Speaking at a recent financial call, Warner Bros. Discovery President and CEO David Zaslav and Chief Financial Officer Gunnar Wildenef, I don't know how to say these names, said Multiverses' failure had added another 100 million to the 200 million write-down the company's games business had already suffered earlier this year. So let's talk about that a little bit. I guess we were too much on Concord. Good pivot, party man. Multiverses failed because it's failing because they took a wrong approach to live service. They took a wrong approach to this Smash Brothers clone. Here's a couple things which could have fixed Multiverses. One, it should have been made to where it can run on the Nintendo Switch. That's the first thing that they should have done. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care what anybody says. Not having it on Nintendo Switch was a mistake. Because if you want to gather any stragglers of Smash Brothers fans, at least try. I get that you're never going to overtake Smash Brothers on Nintendo systems, but at least if there's some people that might be interested in this, you can get the Nintendo. I'm pretty sure Nintendo would have advertised it at a Nintendo Direct. I'm pretty sure you would have gotten a little bit of a bump from people who play platform fighters on the Nintendo Switch. And if you look at it, Nickelodeon All-Stars and all that, like most people bought that, I think, on PC and Nintendo Switch, even though those weren't big sellers. But most people bought it on Nintendo Switch and PC. So having Xbox and PlayStation, what does that actually do for you? I don't think it really does too much in terms of like initial push. Now, don't get me wrong. It should have came to everything. It should have came to Nintendo Switch, Xbox, PlayStation, PC. They should have commissioned somebody. They should have really rallied Warner Bros. To get another team. If they have to get somebody else to make it, that was their first mistake. Their second mistake is the free-to-play structure and the failure of the original run of the game. They made a game, it was decent enough, there were some issues with the rollback netcode, but then they went offline for, what, a year? 6 months to a year? That was the death. I think that killed it. You can't release a game and people are playing it for a year plus, and then all of a sudden you pull the rug out from underneath them, return, and while you got better rollback netcode, you make the game slower and worse in some aspects. A lot better in other aspects, but worse in some aspects of it. So to me, that's really what killed it. And then on top of that, confusing live service aspects. This would have been better as a $30 game, a $40 game with DLC, or it would have just been better as a free-to-play game where it's actually more free-to-play, because the monetization practices in this game are ridiculous. Trying to unlock things is ridiculous. There's too many flashing lights and colors and symbols, and I don't even know how to work the game, dude. Like, it's crazy. Oh, you want to unlock Agent Smith, play different warp dimension portals? Nobody wants to do that with a freaking platform fighter. With a platform fighter, nobody wants to sit there and go through warp dimensions and flashy lights and symbols and go like and go like this and say Bugs Bunny 10 times, watch Looney Tunes, redeem a sticker, spin around like Tasmanian Devil. You know what I'm saying? Like, say Steven Universe in the dark 10 times and, you know, all this other weird stuff that you got to do in order for these characters to unlock. You know, it's just stupid. And then the characters were some of the character selections were dumb, but I mean, they have a good roster, but some of them were dumb. So yeah, that's the problem with the game. It was one issue after another issue after another issue with the game. So yeah, not only that, but the Switch, there's barely any major free-to-play games that would have been easy money, and an open field as PC, PS, and Xbox flooded with free-to-play. Yeah, there's not as much on Switch, right? So they messed up, man. They messed up. Players not usually one to be happy to see a game flop, but as a fan of platform fighters, I'm relieved to see Multiverses fell off the way it did. The gameplay, and especially the music was not it. The music was not it. It really wasn't. Really hope Rivals 2 sticks around. That game has excellent gameplay and fantastic music. Yeah, I think Rivals 2 will stick around, because Rivals 2, it's indie. And Rivals 2 has better gameplay. So I think it's faster, better gameplay. There's some brokenness with the characters right now, but it'll get fixed. It'll fix itself. They'll tweak it, you know. Let's see, that game would have been successful if they added players as the character. I mean, listen, it had LeBron James, and it wasn't even successful with LeBron James as a character. So I don't think I would have been able to do anything. I know you're just joking around, though. Now they're trying to get people back on with Raven. Yeah, I don't think Raven's going to get people back on. I don't really think there's anything they can do to get people back on to play that game. Like, it's done. It's done. And it feels jank, to be honest. Like, I played it, and I played it after the, like, I'd rather play Smash online with lag than play that game with a rollback net, like good rollback netcode. That's how bad the gameplay is to me, man. Like, I'd rather play Smash with lag. Like, literally, I'd rather play Smash. I'd rather play Smash with lag and, like, just deal with Smash and, like, input delay and, like, slightly slower than play Multiverses. Like, that's how bad it is. Like, I was happy playing, like, when I did my notification for the bonus stream, I was playing, like, as Cloud offline against the CPU, and that felt better than anything that I've ever played in Multiverses. You know? Now, listen. I know some of you guys, I know Party Man. I'm going to get in front of Party Man right now. No, I'm not just saying this because I got bodied in that Red Bull tournament. I already know Party Man is going to think of something slick to say. So let me just get out in front of Party Man. All right? Yes, I got bodied. Yes, I got bodied in that tournament. Yes, me and Dark Synchron got cooked by Void and the Cat. I know. But that's not the reason why I stopped playing. Because I did play it. Because that was before they went off air. That was before they went off or offline and they came back. I played it after it came back. So I just want to make sure that I say that. OJ has the same hairline as LeBron so he can be a skid. That's funny. Is it if it's... I mean, I think mine's a little bit better. But, you know, I'm working on it. We got to work on getting everything filled out. You know? I think mine's a little bit better. But LeBron, he's trying, bro. He's trying to keep that hairline. I gotta give it hands out to LeBron, man. He's been trying for like 10 years to keep that hairline. LeBron, yeah, he's been doctoring his hairline for sure. I was just telling him to use Hims. I don't know why he just doesn't use Hims. Hims works really well. It works for me. And I know it'd probably work for him. Like, if you're African American and you're losing your hair, I mean, even if you're white, I don't know how well it work for white or Mexican or any other race, but I know for African Americans, Hims works really well. Like, all the other hair stuff does not work. Like, for me at least, it didn't work. But Hims is working really well, man. I had it like, it was bad back here, bro. But I've been using Hims for a little bit now, and it's like growing back. It's slowly but surely. And like the hairline's fortifying. My hairline edges were getting kind of whatever. I was losing some, but like Hims, it's revitalizing. It's bringing it back. I just haven't got a haircut in a hot minute, so I just have been wearing hats just because I've just been too lazy to go get a haircut. Yes, I got body, but I'm not heated. I'm good, you know? Jordan looks great with the bald head. Black man can go bald and look good. Not every black man can go bald and look good. There are some black people that cannot. But yeah, I mean, not everybody's Jordan. Jordan's 6'6". He has a nice head shape. So you can't compare yourself to freaking Michael Jordan, bro. Like Michael Jordan got superior genetics. You know what I'm saying? So not everybody has Michael Jordan's physique and his look, you know? Let's see here. Dude, KD's hair is wild. It looks like KD's growing his hair back a little. Because, like, I know the top was kind of bald on the top. It looks like I'm not sure. But is he growing that back a little bit? It looked a little bit more full than it was last year or so. So, I don't know if he's growing it back or not. Let's see. OJ is 10 years older than LeBron. So he gets a W hairline. Yeah. Hey man, I appreciate you guys taking one for the team. It encouraged me to just retire the game and to go to greener pastures. Party man saw me and Dark Synchron get cooked, and he realized, like, when I played against Party Man, we were actually going back and forth, and it was tough. When Party Man saw me and Dark Synchron get cooked like that, Party Man instantly deleted. Party Man went to his PS5. He turned on his PS. He didn't say a single word. He turned out the lights. He turned on his PS5. Clicked this, delete, went there, and never spoke of the game again in anybody else's presence but here. He never spoke about the game again to his friends or anything like that. He just turned out the light and just went to sleep afterwards. He just deleted it, turned out the light, deleted it, and went straight to sleep. Was just looking up at the ceiling like, damn, that could have been me. Like, you ever have your life flash before you? Like, you were supposed to be on, like, a ride, or you were supposed to be somewhere and there was a crash, and that could have been you? That was what Party Man was thinking. He was like, man, that could have been me. You know, like, that could have been me getting cooked like that. So, yeah, man. You'll be cheering for Kitty's hairline. Oh man, on NBA topic, what do you think? When do you think LeBron will retire? I think LeBron will retire like in the next 2 to 3 years. I think he'll retire. I think he'll play with his son for a couple of years and then he'll retire. So yeah. Good nutrition, low stress, best for hair growth. Not everybody. Sometimes it's just genetics, man. Sometimes it's just genetics, Ava. So yeah. Yeah, you knew you stood no chance. Yeah, you just had to get out of there. But speaking of that, that's the Warner Bros. / Multiverses update. It is what it is, you know. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Let me know in the chat how you feel about it. Excuse me. You guys can let me know. Let me know how you feel. But yeah, I think it's good though. I think it's good. I think it's a overall Multiverses. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. It's a game. So it is what it is. But it's all good though. Shout out to my man Stealth 40K over there on man, Stealth's already got freaking 5,000 followers on Blue Sky. That's crazy. Let's go, Stealth. I want to get my followers up. If you guys have not followed me on Blue Sky yet, make sure you follow me on Blue Sky. We out here. If we can get to 500 followers, that'd be good because I just started it yesterday, I think. So we can get the 500 followers on there. That'd be dope. I'd be down. Of course, just optimize. Yeah, just optimize your genetics. That's all you got to do. Let's see here. I have Native American genes, cursed with long hair. That's not a curse, man. That's a good thing. What about black nerd comedies? Bro, let me tell you a story, bro. I remember I didn't watch black nerd comedy in a hot minute, and I remember a video of his popped up. Bro, shout outs to black nerd comedy, but I saw his hairline and bro, I have no idea what's going on. Like it was like going and all. It was like it was all jagged and it was just moving. I ain't never seen a hairline like this in my life, bro. I was like, what is this? It was just, it was like, I don't know, bro. Like I just saw that hairline and it just, I was shooketh. I was definitely shooketh. Like, let me see, like, Paint. Like, let me just open up Microsoft Paint and I can show you guys, like, what the hairline was like. I can, like, visually represent it. It was like this, bro. It was like this. Like, and here's his, like, his face was like, here's his face. And it was like, it was legit like this, bro. I had no idea what was going on all around here. This whole thing was just all over the place. And I'm like, bro, what? Shout outs to Black Nerd Comedy. Like, he's cool. I've been in, you know, I work with him a little bit. But damn, bro, I had no idea what was going on. I'm like, how is it even like that? Shout outs to Sicilian. Thank you for the 2, bro. I don't even understand how it's like that, man. Like, I have no idea how it got like that. I mean, big love to Black Nerd Comedy, though. He's one of the videos. I used to watch his videos all the time. And I'm not one to talk about. It's not like my hairline's perfect either. But damn, bro, it was literally like this, man. It was all over the place. I had no idea what was going on. It just took me by surprise, you know? It just took me by surprise when I saw it. It was crazy. Yeah, at that point you probably just should or just have the Stephen A. I mean, if a good barber could fix it, I think. A good barber could definitely fix it or could help, like, even because I don't think it's that bad. Like, I think if you just wash his hair and if you just took like a brush and just combed it forward and then just trimmed it and whatever sides are not good, you can just kind of make it like a little bit like a Vegeta or just push it back and have it like a Stephen A. I mean, you could do that. Like, there's ways to take care of that, you know? I don't even think I just didn't understand why it was like that. Like, you know, like he definitely could have Stephen A'd it if he wanted to, you know? So yeah. Yeah, a good barber can perform miracles. Absolutely. There's those GTA barbers out there. You know, there's definitely those GTA barbers that you can find, but they're not everywhere though. Let's see here. I'd say push it back with the proper barber could take care of him. He probably just didn't know. You know, but yeah, when I saw that, man, I was just like, damn, like that's crazy, that hairline, bro. It was the craziest hairline I've ever seen in my life. It was the craziest hairline I've ever seen in my life, bro. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Like, it makes Stephen A look like solid. Hair transplant? Nah, don't even do that. Just, if you're trying to do something, just do Hims. Just do Hims. That's what I would say. Just do Hims. Hims is expensive though. Like, it's like premium. Do the Hims foam. If you're losing your hair, African American or even white, whatever, do Hims foam. If Hims foam doesn't work for you, then yeah, just go bald, or you can do a hair transplant if you want. But I recommend just doing the Hims foam. But it's $50 per 3-month pack. And if you really want results, you ain't gonna be using it as diagnosed. You ain't gonna be using it 2 little cupfuls. Nah, if you want results, you gotta use a little bit more than that, you know, to actually get results in any time quickly. Unless you want to wait, and just be doing that little amount. But depending on how much balding you've got, you might gotta use more. You know, more than the recommended. See, me, I had a lot in the back and a lot up front, like my hairline getting faded, so I had to use a bit more than the recommended, and it's working though. Like it's working. Like I said, it used to be like skin almost in the back here a little bit, but now it's actually like I got like some actual hair over there, and now it's actually like starting to grow back like a little bit to where I can like maybe comb it a little bit. So I'm like, all right, cool, it's growing back, you know, growing it back. So so yeah, be like me, just wear a hat all the time. Yeah, you can just do the bald brother in a hat, you know, like the bald brother in a hat's never defeated. Like, if you got a nice hat that you can wear, or you can just rock the bald. I mean, like, if I were you guys, like, if you're going bald, just rock the bald. Just rock the bald. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. Just rock the bald and be confident in the bald, you know? And go lift some weights or something like that. Just go lift some weights and be confident in the bald, you know? So yeah, man. My hairline hanging in there, knock on wood. Hanging in there right now, bro. We'll see about that in 4 or 5 years. You might want to preemptively use Hims, Nick. If it's hanging in there, I don't know what that means. That can mean a lot of things. So if your hairline is hanging, if I think it's what hanging in there means, you might want to preemptively grab some, 3-pack of Hims on Amazon, and just, every couple days, just put a little bit in the areas where you think might go, where it might not be hanging in there so much, So let's see here. Just like Eustace from Courage the Cowardly Dog. But he's old though. That dude's like, oh, that's that old man, right? Let's see here. My hairline is Super Saiyan. Is Super Saiyan? You got the Vegeta Super Saiyan, or you got the Goku Super Saiyan? Which Super Saiyan you got? Which one you got? Oh man, good stuff, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. If you have not hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button. We are going to move on to the next topic, though. We're going to move on to some actual stuff that's going on here with Nintendo's AAA stuff. So for those who didn't see it, Nintendo does have some AAA developers that they're strengthening their relationship with. So Nintendo has talked about this in their investor meeting, talking about strengthening relationship with AAA third-party developers, as my back kind of itches a little bit. And they have companies like From Software on there. They have companies like, Bandai Namco. They've got EA. They've got all sorts of companies. And obviously, they're looking towards the Switch too. So Capcom's on there. So I would say this, guys. I would not be surprised if we see stuff like Elden Ring, and if we see Resident Evil, native Resident Evil. I think we're gonna get a lot of pretty interesting big AAA third-party games on Switch too, based off of that slide that Nintendo had. I would show it, but I can't find the slide. I thought it was on Nintendo Everything, but I don't know. I thought they had it on Nintendo Everything. Okay, no, it is right here. I'm stupid. I can't see. So yeah, here's the slide. So I'm gonna show it right here for you guys. So here's the whole list of developers. So right here, and big up to Sicilian Gamer. Over the last 38 minutes, he's done every donation. Thank you, $8 plus. So thank you so much. I appreciate that, Sicilian. Appreciate the multiple donos. So 505 Games, Atlus, Arc System Works, Bandai Namco, Capcom, Nippon Columbia, Psy Games, Devolver Digital, Electronic Arts, Epic Games, Falcom. That's Fortnite. From Software, Furuyu, Gung Ho. I don't know what that hamster is. Idea Factory, Imagineer, Koei Tecmo, Konami, Level 5, expect Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta. Level 5, we know what's coming there. Marvelous, Microsoft, Minecraft and all that. Nexon, NIS, Legend of Heroes, Ys, Sega, Persona, Metaphor Refantazio, Spike Chunsoft, Square Enix. I think we're going to see some Final Fantasy stuff. Takada Tami, I don't even know what they make anymore, but I know they used to publish the old school Clash of Ninja series. T2 Take Two, so basketball, whatever. THQ Nordic, Ubisoft, and Warner Bros. Expect to see a lot of the bigger games coming over, guys. There's going to be, they said, strengthening relationships with software publishers. That means Switch 2. Switch 2 time overall. So yeah, I expect there to be some pretty good stuff. What do you guys think that we're gonna see? Let me know in the comment section here or in the chat. Interesting, Sony wasn't on there and Xbox was. Well, Sony doesn't really publish on Nintendo though. Like they've got one game. All they've got is Horizon. That's it. So I don't really think there's gonna be a ton of stuff from Sony on Switch 2. I think really you just got the Horizon game. Capcom was on there. You didn't see it. Capcom, that was right next to Bandai Namco. Capcom was on there. No, I don't think Sony would be on there anyway. I mean, there was one game. They've only made one game. Like Microsoft has made multiple games on the Switch now. Like Microsoft has had a good relationship with Nintendo for a while. So I mean, Sony's not a third-party publisher like that. They're not. So I don't think there's no need to include Sony when they have one game. That's it. Like one specific game. That's not enough to include them on strength. I don't think there's any strength of relationship. I think it's just one game, and obviously it's Lego. It's not like it's a big like Horizon Forbidden West or Zero Dawn or something like that. It's freaking Lego Horizon, you know? So yeah. Let's see here. Capcom been supporting Nintendo hardcore since RE4 on GameCube. I mean, even before that, you can go back to even before the game. You can go to Game Boy Color. You can go to some other systems. Capcom was actually there too. Super Nintendo, Street Fighter, you know. So yeah. Let's see. Ready for all the Atlus games on Switch 2. All of Atlus's games are coming to Switch 2. Like I don't see a future. I don't see a way that we don't get like Metaphor Refantazio, Persona 3 Reload, you know, updated versions of Persona 5 on the Switch 2. I don't see how that's not happening. So yeah, I think it's gonna happen. So yeah. Metaphor. Oh yeah, Metaphor. I mean, it's already been kind of leaked too, or not leaked, but like credible rumor has came out and stated that it's going to be on Switch 2. So yeah. Yeah, I know NES. I mean, you can go all the way back to the NES, like DuckTales and stuff like that, and like I think like Chip and Dale, like a lot of the licensed games Capcom did back in the day, they were good too. Oh, do you think Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition will get a collector's edition? Maybe, Dash. Maybe. I don't think Sony's gonna bring anything. I mean, I don't think Sony will, and they don't need to. I'm not asking for anything. I don't think they need to. But if Sony did bring something, I would probably say like bring some crusty PS4 games that are like easy ports. Like if they were gonna bring something, I'd say like, okay, bring over, you know, like those HD remasters that they put on PS4, like what, Sly Cooper or something like that. Bring over something like that, or like, you know, Jack and Daxter collection. Bring over that. That's what I would tell them to bring over. I told them to bring over like some type of HD collection from like the PS3 or PS4 or something, you know. So yeah, that's what I would tell them. I mean, if I was Sony, if I was going to bring over anything, it'd be something like Jack and Daxter or like Sly Cooper. So does Persona 3 Reload. What do you mean by that? Let's see. If anything, from Sony, that will be stuff like Freedom Wars. They'll develop and published by another. Yeah, I mean, Freedom Wars almost doesn't count though, right? Because like Sony licensed it out and it was, but I mean, I guess it does count. That's true. I guess it kind of does count. But yeah, Freedom Wars, that's true. But I mean, yeah, it'd have to be like another company that takes the license and does. I mean, it's not like Sony decided to do that. They just gave them the license and said, hey, well, it's your license, but don't put it on Xbox. Like, or they might have actually said they can put it on Xbox, but they just didn't feel like spending the money because nobody's gonna buy it on Xbox anyway, and there's no Game Pass deal. So I mean, I don't know. Sony licensed out Ni no Kuni. I don't think they licensed out Ni no Kuni. I think they actually paid for publishing on Ni no Kuni, or they were involved in like the distribution of Ni no Kuni for that. I think that's what it was. I don't think they actually own the license. Or they don't own Ni no Kuni. I don't think so. I think Bandai Namco owns Ni no Kuni, but no, I don't think Sony owns the license to that. Yeah, I don't think Sony owns the license for Ni no Kuni because they were not involved with the Ni no Kuni remaster. So I don't think they were involved in that. Ni no Kuni PS3. Yeah, I don't think Sony was involved with Ni no Kuni on the PS3 at all. Who's the publisher? Double check. Action role-playing game DS3. Yeah, I don't think so. Published by West. Yeah, it was published by Bandai Namco. Bandai Namco was the publisher, or Namco Bandai. But yeah, I don't think they were involved. Publisher Level 5 published the game in Japan. Bandai Namco published it in the West. So yeah, no. No, Sony. I meant to say Japan. Sony. I think in Japan, Level 5 might have published it in Japan as well, because I'm looking at the wiki for it, and it does not say Sony published it, and it also. Yeah, I don't think they did. They might have had a hand in distribution maybe in Japan. Maybe they helped out, but I don't think they're not a they're not like an owner of the license or anything like that. I don't think so. Ni no Kuni was just Dragon Quest. Yeah, exactly. So they helped out with distribution, developed and published Ni no Kuni. Level 5 developed and published Ni no Kuni in Level 5 developed and published Ni no Kuni in Japan. I think that they basically maybe helped out with distribution in Japan or something like that. Maybe they helped out, but yeah, it looks like the publisher is Level 5 in Japan, based off of the wiki at least. Yeah, based off of that. So it is what it is. Whatever. Bandai Namco make the most beautiful Pokemon spin-off. Pokken, new snap. Hope we get more. I hope we get more. I hope we get more Pokken. I think Pokken would be really good. I'd be super down to have Pokken on the Nintendo Switch too, like a brand new Pokken game. So yeah, would love to have that. Love to have it. Sony only has Dark Cloud, White Knight Chronicle, and Rogue Galaxy from Level 5. They never worked with them after PS2. Okay. Yeah, I know that they did those. Yeah. Which I would love to see those remastered and come back. None of those games are remastered. Like, I know that they have like PS2 classics or something, but White Knight Chronicle would be a dope game to have like on the PS5. Like if they can remaster that game and put it on PS5. But I think that game's dead. A lot of Level 5's back catalog with Sony and what they did on PlayStation is like deader than dead. Like it's not coming back, man. Which is crazy, you know, which is crazy because they got a lot of cool games. So yeah, it's very unfortunate. Very, very, very unfortunate. But we're gonna get to the next topic here, guys. We do have a live action Mass Effect game. Or sorry, live action Mass Effect series that's coming to Amazon. It looks like the Fast and the Furious 9 producer or whatever, he'll be making the movie or the series. Daniel Casey will write and executive produce the series. So yeah, Mass Effect is coming to the big screen finally, or coming to the what do they call it? Like the little screen? It's coming to Amazon. So that's not the big screen, right? Even though it might have a big screen TV, but that's like not the theaters, but it's coming to your screen in your TV. And listen, am I gonna say that I'm excited? No. Am I gonna watch it? Yes. I'll be watching, whether it's trash or not. I'll be watching it because it's Mass Effect. It's Mass Effect. You know what would be goated? You know what would be really goated? If you freaking, because like on Amazon, you can actually control like shopping and certain things. If they made it to where you can actually pick what happens, and then there's separate things that happen in the show based off of what you pick, your decision. Like there's 3 options, right? Or 2 options, and you can pick either or. Oh, and like they act out both of them and you can pick what happens. Bro, that would be freaking goated. They're not gonna do that because that makes things way too difficult. But that would be so good if they did that. They're not gonna do it. But yeah, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm not excited, but I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, choose your own adventure style. Yeah, that'd be so cool. That would be so cool if they did that. I'd be down, man. But I'm gonna watch it regardless, so doesn't really matter. Yeah, no, it literally is double the work. It literally is. I mean, like, I guess some decisions you can say no, it's not like, but like maybe really big decisions, like you can make it. But yeah, it would be so much work though, because then you have to start filming for what if they pick this? Then what if they pick this? What if they pick this? What if they pick this? You know? Or you can make it little small things that don't require a ton of extra lines or dialogue, and like it's the same outcome, which Mass Effect has a lot of that. Like whether you pick the good option or the bad option, it's still the same thing that happens, just in a different tone that they talk to you or something. So that could be it too. You know, that could be it as well. It would be on brand for it would be on brand though for Mass Effect. It would be. That's true. Yeah, but it'd be a nightmare to make all that. It'd be a complete nightmare. So yeah, they're probably not gonna do that. I was talking about Persona 3 Reload on Switch too. Okay, Xeno Wielder. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, I think Persona 3 Reload's coming to Switch too. I think so as well. I think so. I think it's coming to Switch too, and I think it's gonna be good. So yeah. Let's see here. I need to know who the director and producers to get excited. It's the director is I said who it was, Gambit. You didn't hear what I said? I said it's the guy that did Fast and the Furious 9. Daniel Casey will write and executive produce the series. So Daniel Casey. I don't know who that. I don't personally know who that is, but apparently he did Fast and the Furious 9. So yeah, I don't really get excited based off of directors and all that because I don't really watch a lot of movies, so I don't know who half the people are. So I don't really get excited based off of that. I just wait till the actual product is out, and if it looks lit, then I'm like, all right, I'll watch it. You know. So yeah, I haven't seen any of the newer Fast and the Furious, but that's for good reason. Yeah, I haven't watched. The last Fast and the Furious that I watched was Fast and the Furious. I think it was like the Tokyo one, Tokyo Drift, or the. That's the last one that I watched. But yeah, I don't remember any. I used to watch them. I watched the first one. I watched the second one. I think the Tokyo one's the third one, right? I watched that one. That one was good. But I think I just stopped watching them. Once they got like The Rock and, what's her face? That one punching lady. Ronda Rousey. Once they started getting all, I was just like, all right, there's too many of these. I'm good. I don't want to watch them no more. And then also when Paul Walker died, I'm like, man, that ruined the whole series, bro. That ruined the whole. I just got a bad taste in my mouth, and I just didn't want to watch it anymore. I don't, and I know that's probably what he probably wouldn't want that. He's probably like, man, what you talking about, bro? Watch the movies. But I don't know. It just put a whole bad taste in my mouth, and I just don't feel like watching it no more, to be honest. Because it just didn't feel right. Tokyo Drift was like 2005. Yeah, well, Fast and the Furious started like in the early 2000s. So Fast and the Furious was like early. Fast and the Furious been going on for like 20, almost a freaking quarter century, bro. Like 25 years of Fast and the Furious, man. The last Fast and the Furious was terrible. I don't know. I didn't watch. I didn't watch. So I don't think the show. I don't think it should have ended when Paul Walker died. No, I don't think that you should punish everyone for a situation that happened with them. It's very sad, but I don't think they should end it. I mean, there's obviously still money to be made and people to, you know, like gives people jobs. So I mean, I don't mind Fast and the Furious because people get work. You know, if there's people that want to watch it and there's people that can get work from doing that, that's good for the economy to have movies. You know, so people can, you know, because you need a production team, you need makeup, you need. People don't realize how many jobs that, you know, how many mouths that feeds to have these Fast and the Furious movies, you know, so it's good. It's good to have them. I just don't need to watch, for me personally. Apparently Fast and Furious makes piles of money overseas. That's why they keep making it. I mean, I know they make money. I don't know how much it's between overseas and not. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, as long as people, you know, are getting paid and it helps whatever, then that's good, you know. If it wasn't for Fast and the Furious, we wouldn't have had Need for Speed Underground. So that's true. I think Fast and the Furious definitely inspired Underground to a degree. Yeah. See, now Fast and the Furious is paying for Tyrese child support. I feel bad for Tyrese. That child support's a killer, man. That child support is a killer. It is a killer. It's a killer, man. I don't wish that on nobody, man. I don't wish it on anybody. So yeah. Don't wish it on anybody. Let's see here. All right, if you guys have any questions, you guys can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence, just PlayerEssence by itself. I'll be more than happy to answer your beautiful, awesome, elite ninja questions. So thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's stream. And of course, ask away if you have them. If you have any other topics that you want to go over to, feel free to let me know in the chat, and I will answer questions and go over different topics. And I'll also see if there's any other gaming news that we can go over too. All right, so Sega Classics to be delisted on the eShop. Okay, so in a somewhat unexpected move, Sega has decided to delist Sega Genesis Classics on the Nintendo Switch eShop. The collection will no longer be available for purchase starting December 6th at 11:59 p.m. PT, December 7th at 2:59. Anyone buys it before that date will still be able to play and download it. Sega didn't say why, but it's happening. So I don't know. I don't know what's happening with the Sega thing. Sega Genesis Classics to be delisted. That's crazy. Is it on? Isn't there a physical copy? Aren't there physical copies on Amazon that you can pick up too? Right? Aren't there physical copies? So I think there's physical copies. Let's see. My screen just went dark for just a second. All right, Sega Genesis Classics, Nintendo Switch. Yeah, you can buy it. It's you can get it on different systems. You can get it on Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. It's $35 on Switch. They jacked the price up now that it's. All right, I'll cop one real quick. All right, you got me. You got me. I'll cop one real quick. You got me, Sega. You got me. All right, there you go. I bought it. There you go, Sega. There you go. Is that what you wanted? I bought a physical one. I can see your comments, Mr. Davis. What's good? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? How are you doing today, man? Let's see here. Let's see. That's not making videos. I got a question about Switch 2. What's your question about Switch 2? I haven't heard anyone cover what the Switch 2 is going to ship with for controllers. Curious. You know what? I think it's going to be very similar to the Switch. They're going to have the new Joy-Cons, and they're essentially just going to go from there. You know, I think that's what the Switch 2 is going to be about. You know, like I don't think it's going to really be anything outside of just the new Joy-Cons, and maybe they'll have the dog controller again, right? The little attachments that you can do, and I think they'll be able to be backwards compatible with your Switch Pro controller and stuff. So I think they're just gonna do that, man. That's what I think, at least. We'll see, though. We'll see overall. We will see overall. Yeah, there you go. I had to buy that. I had to buy the classics, man. The classic collection. Let's go. All right, Sega Genesis Classic. It's like 1 day shipping too. It's like already here. I just gotta wait for tomorrow. So it's all good. So yeah. Let's see here. All right. I picked up Sega Genesis Classics physically. Yeah, I just picked it up physically too. I'll probably check out the digital version too, just in case, just so I can have the compliments of both of us. Plus, do you think they'll have a new Pro controller for the system? Yeah, they'll have a new Pro controller. Nintendo always makes new Pro controllers for every system. Even though they might have backwards compatibility, they will make new Pro controllers for every system. So from Wii to Wii U had a new Pro controller. Even though you could use the Wii Classic Controller Pro, but that thing was ghetto because you have to plug a dongle, like a cord with the dongle into the Wii remote. It's the most ghetto. That's probably the most ghetto controller Nintendo's ever made, was the Wii Classic Controller Pro or the Wii. It's just, you have to plug it into a dongle and like have it be hanging. It's just like eh. But yeah, they still made a Wii U Pro controller that was completely wireless. So I expect to see them. I expect Nintendo to make a new Pro controller for the Switch 2. Think Switch 2 will keep HD Rumble? Yeah, of course. It's of course they're gonna and probably advance it. They're probably gonna make it better. You always say it's all good, OJ, but is it really? Yes, it is. If I say it as much as I do, then that means it actually is. Feels like it's been a minute since you made a buy now before rare vid. It has been, and the reason why is that there really hasn't been as many games to talk about. But I think now at this point I can do a good buy now before rare. And I know I said that like last month or the month before, but like I know you love those, Huddy. I think I got it. What I want to do is I've got a top 25 video that I'm working on for next year. Well, no, top 25 upcoming games for next year, like Switch and RPG games for next year. I got that video coming out, so look out for that. I got about maybe 20% edited of that video, so I'm gonna work on it some more tonight. I might not work on it tonight. I might just work on it tomorrow. But yeah, I gotta work on that video. So after that, then I'll kind of reevaluate if there's like enough for buy now before. I thought there was, but when I was doing some research, I'm like, there's not enough. Like I've already talked about a lot of these games. Unless you want it to just be like an update where I just go over the prices, like I can do that. You know, but if you actually want like different games, then yeah, like it's been a little bit, but we'll see. After I'm done with this top 25 video, I'll take a look into like another buy now before rare, you know. So yeah, I haven't done a list video in like 2-3 months. Like the last time that I did a top 25 was like a hot minute ago. So I haven't done a top 25 in so long, just because I've kind of exhausted most of my topics when it comes to that, and there's been like a lot of news lately that we've been going over. So but yeah, I haven't done a top. I think my last one was a top 25 action RPG, top 25 best Nintendo Switch action RPGs. That was back in August, September, October, November. Yeah, it's been like, we're going on 3 months now. So so yeah, I'll have a new one for you guys coming up. You know, I'll have a new one coming up soon. New one coming soon. My top 25 3DS games video, that did so bad, but now that's doing it. That one actually got some views. Like 30K views plus for that one. Sicilian Gamer with the $2 says, do a top 25 of your top 25 videos. That might be something that I'll do. My top 25 favorite videos. How about that? We'll make it actually logical. My top 25 favorite videos on this channel. Maybe we'll do that. Definitely the Super Metal Dave live stream with the Nintendo Switch reveal. That definitely would be up there. That'd definitely be a good one to talk about overall, man. I think that'd be fun. So yeah, absolutely. Oh man. Also a video that also, like a lot of these top 25 videos, they take so long to get going. But I did a top 25 best or top 10 best Nintendo Switch strategy RPGs. That video did terrible, but now it's doing actually okay, 27K. So a lot of them take a little bit of time to get going, but once they do, they're good. I have to do my top 25 games of 20. I have to also do my top 25 games of my top 25 Nintendo Switch games of this year, like my top 25 games just in general. So I can maybe just do Switch games. Yeah, like I did my top 25 best Nintendo Switch games of 2023, and then I'll probably do like a top 25 games of 2023, or sorry, 2024. Sorry, I bet. So yeah, we got some good stuff coming. Good top lists coming. See, I don't think I've seen that Switch reveal video. The Super Metal. Oh my God! Just look up Nintendo NX reveal or Nintendo NX whatever. Just look that up and it's actually hilarious. I'd love for the HD Rumble to be like how it is on PS5. That's haptic, so it's a little bit different technology. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be as good as that, because that might just jack the price up of the controller. But I mean, we'll see. Also, kills the battery life. The PS5 controller is completely trash on battery. So having it like that, they'd have to figure out something with battery, because I doubt Nintendo goes in with like a 3-4 hour battery. Like they want like at least 30 hours, right? PS5 battery is terrible, absolutely awful with those haptics, you know. So I don't know if they're gonna go that far with it, because that just cooks the battery on the PS5 controller. Plus, I assume that we have Black Keely to look forward to. Yes, Black Keely will be back. Probably Black Keely will be back. I to be honest though, I haven't really thought of a lot of jokes. Like, there's nothing that I really thought of. Because, like, if I'm going to do Black Keely, I got to do that within, like, the time frame of, like, the Game Awards, right? And I have not thought of anything. I'll keep it a buck. Like, I have not thought of any jokes. There's nothing that I could, you know... I just haven't thought of anything. You know, so if I can really sit down and... If I get inspiration and I can think of good jokes, I'll probably just do a straight up, sit down, you know... Sit down, green screen, camera to the right or to the left or whatever, and then just say the jokes. Here's the punchline. Here's the award. Here's the punchline, and that. A lot of you guys just like it straight up like that. People didn't like the VR as much, just because. And my last year's video got completely jacked up audio wise because I was trying to do way more than I should have. So I'll probably just do a straight up, you know, just make jokes, you know. So yeah. Let's see. You could do an award for the best YouTuber with sponsors. RGT wins it. Yeah. It can be a lot of work or not, depending on how involved the jokes are in the editing. You know, I think the Spawncast VR was like the most work. And most people didn't watch. Like that's probably like my least viewed Black Keely videos, like Spawncast VR. So that took a ton of work. So let me see. Spawncast awards. Let me see how many have I done. I've done 11. Have I done 11 of these? No, I haven't. I've only done like a few. I think some of them are on my other channel. Spawncast. I don't know why I'm missing some years. Spawncast award. Why am I missing years? Why is there only 2? Okay, Spawn show all. Why is it only giving me 2? I don't know why, but anyway. I don't know why it's not giving me all the spawn. It says show 11, but then it only shows 2. It says there's 11 here, but then when I say show all, it only gives me 2. I think I first started it in 2020. I think that's when I first started it, was 2020. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. For some reason, it says 2020, then 2023. I think one of them is, I think 2019. I think I started in 2019. I think there's 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. I think I've done it for 5 years, actually. Yeah, because I remember doing Fire Emblem 3 Houses and all that. So I definitely did 5 years of the Spawncast Awards. Let me just put Spawncast in there and let me just see what pops up. Hopefully it doesn't get on my live, like Spawn. Yeah, it gets all of my Spawncast. I don't know, for some reason, if I type in Spawncast, even though there's a bunch of videos that pop up, it doesn't give me all the videos. It just gives me some of them. I did the Spawncast VR pops up in 2022. The 2020 and 2023 pop up, and then every reason why John kicked me off from the Spawncast. Which that I'm due for another one of those. I definitely should make another one of every reason why John kicked me off the Spawncast. I should definitely make another one of those. Because people would actually believe it now more, because I don't go on there as much. This would be 5. Okay, yeah, this would be 5. Okay, yeah. This would be the 5th one. So look at Nintendo Prime newest thumbnail. Is he trolling himself? His newest thumbnail, is he trolling himself? I don't know. I gotta see. Give me a second. It's something to do with Switch 2, right? It's got to be whoa. Is it a whoa? It's got to be a whoa, right? There's something to do with whoa, like whoa. Yeah, it's a. It's definitely a whoa. You know, definitely a whoa. It's just Switch 2 everywhere. Switch 2 rumors, Switch 2 leak, Switch 2 rumors, Switch 2 leak, rumor this week, maybe revealed this week. Switch 2, just Switch 2, like 2025 plan, Switch 2, everything's just it's just all Switch 2 at this point. Like every video is like Switch 2. Every single video is Switch 2 almost, bro. Oh my gosh. Shout outs to Prime, man. Whoa! Yeah, I think that's definitely him just having a little bit of fun and trolling himself a bit. Did I see your question? What was your question, Mr. Davis? So many Switch 2 videos and all the info is so little. Yeah, it's just it's funny. It's funny. Oh man, it's all good though. It's all good. People like fake Switch 2 news, so it is what it is. So yeah. So it's all good though. Let's see here. OJ, let's see here. So many Switch 2. Okay, yeah, shout outs. I'm sure I'm biased, but I have a hard time watching Spawncast without you. Yeah, probably a little biased. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people who, you know, don't care. You know? So yeah. So yeah, man. It's funny. Yeah. Oh man. But OJ, wow. I'll try to be on the spawn. I don't think I can be on there tomorrow because I've got something that I got to do. Although I'm gonna probably stream before I go pick up my daughter. I might stream beforehand, so we might not have a late night JoJo Friday. It might be like a earlier JoJo Friday because my wife wants to like eat pizza and relax tomorrow. Because she has another day off, so she wants to just eat pizza and relax. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just stream earlier, and then just, you know, no, because like it's gonna be late night when I start up. So just maybe should I just maybe get it done with, or maybe we have like a bigger stream, or like where I just stream for like the day, where I stream for like a number of hours, you know, kind of extend it for you guys a bit since I won't be streaming late. I mean, we can do that too, like where I just start up way earlier, and then if you can catch it at work, or if you can just kind of, you know, every now and then like stop by, you know. And then, of course, it'll be on replay, so you can watch it later if you want to. But, yeah. So, yeah. I don't have a preference in terms of whatever Monolith Soft does. Watch my videos, House King. I talk about it on there. Whatever they do next, you know. But, yeah, I've discussed that on my videos quite a bit. So, watch my Xenoblade videos if you want to hear what I think about, like, anything to do with Monolith Soft outside of, like, my live streams. They're always in my vids. Like, anything when I talk about, like, Monolith Soft's next game and stuff like that. They're all in there. I've discussed that like a plethora of times. So it doesn't matter to me, though. Whatever they want to do, they'll do. Let's see. Do you think 12 gigabytes of RAM? What do I think of 12 gigabytes of RAM? Yeah, Mr. Davis, I don't really care about any of the specs or gigabytes of RAM or anything like that right now. I'm just waiting for the games to come out. Like, you know, you can have 1,000,000 gigabytes of RAM. If the developers don't use it, then it doesn't matter. Or if the games aren't good, then it doesn't matter. So I'm not really too worried about gigabytes of RAM or whatever, you know. Whenever the specs come out, they come out, you know. So yeah. I want to know RGT's opinion on Pokemon TCG Pocket. Yeah, why don't you go ask him, dude? He's on Twitter. He's pretty active on Twitter. Go ask him. I'm pretty sure he'll give you his opinion on that. Yeah, I mean, if I were you, I wouldn't click on the Switch 2 slot videos. Only click on the Switch 2 videos where you know that there's actually like information. Like, oh yeah, we got backwards compatibility information. We got Switch AAA third-party information. Like, we got actual stuff information. You know, like, get that. Like, if Nintendo says something. But, like, a lot of the time it's just speculation. It's just rooted in random nonsense. It's not worth the watch, to be honest. But some people still think it is, you know? Just because they want to get hyped up about it or whatever. So yeah. So it is what it is. Oh man, here's an article that's going to get people riled up. Metaphor Refantazio's success is further proof that politics are good in video games. Actually, no matter what reactionaries tell you. Oh, here we go. We already know. If the grifters might actually have to play Metaphor now to counter this article. Grifters everywhere like, damn it, you're gonna force me to actually play the game? Oh man, you're gonna force me to play the game. Let's see here. You get so much hate in the Spawncast comment section for no reason. It makes no sense. I don't know why those people dislike. Part of it is racism. Part of it is just they don't like what I've said. Part of it is what I say on Twitter. I think it's a three-part thing. One part's racism. One part is they don't like, you know, what I say on Twitter. There's a lot of people that go on Twitter. They don't like what I say on Twitter or like my attitude. And then the other part is like they legitimately have like, there's like some legitimate people there that have a disagreement with X, Y, and Z. But I mean, that's like the three parts. But also like, I didn't back down when crazy Sony fans, because like there's a lot of crazy Sony fans that watch John, and like I didn't back, and there's also a lot of crazy Xbox fans that watch John too. And I didn't back down with my thoughts on the Xbox stuff with like RPGs and all of that, and I didn't back down on my thoughts with PlayStation. So I didn't back down on those. Like when I made a joke about PlayStation, you know, when I made a joke about PlayStation, they really got on me about that. They got so angry about my joke when I said trophy hunters don't have girlfriends or whatever. Like I made the same joke about people that play like that one game, that Persona like game. So some people get mad when I make certain jokes or when I say certain things. I don't think it's that serious, but some of these people take it really seriously. But honestly, a lot of it is just people that I have blocked or banned on Twitter, and like they've gotten into it with me on Twitter, so then they just take that hate to the Spawncast. So yeah. Metaphor is fantastic, but there's definitely a lot of like stuff that grifters could latch onto. But the problem is that you'd have to actually play the game. Tried a couple games in the performance mode, makes it look way better now. All right, that's good, Nick 93. I'm glad that it's way better. Plus, Metaphor is so well written. These other studios can't pull it off. Metaphor is very well written. I agree. But like I said, you actually have to play the game to counter it, right? So yeah, you'd actually have to play the game to counter that. I mean, depending on the game and how many trophies, that's pretty safe assumption that trophy hunters. It was a joke. I wasn't even making an assumption, dude. It was a joke. All I said was this. I made the same joke with the what's the anime or what's the Persona indie game that came out? I forgot the name of that Persona indie game that came out. So anyway, yeah, that Persona, and I made the same joke with that Persona indie game. I said, because like we were talking about it, and then I think is it RGT said something about, oh, I don't want to play that, and then I was like, yeah, well, no, this is good because you know, they showed like you holding the hand of a girl in like a HD Rumble, and I was like, oh yeah, this will be the first time many of you guys will even have the opportunity to hold a girl's hand. Like, you know, a lot of you anime guys or a lot of you dudes, like, first time. And like nobody got mad at that joke. I didn't see people complaining. I didn't see Minato Mario telling me that people were complaining about that. There was no problem when Eternites, there we go, Eternites. Eternites or Eternites or whatever it's called. Like, I didn't see anybody complaining about that joke because I'm making fun of anime. Because it's an anime game. You know? So nobody has a problem with that joke. Anime is the constant punching bag, whipping boy, you know, of gamers everywhere. You can make fun of anime fans. You can make fun of anime and it's okay. But the minute you make a joke about PlayStation, Nintendo, or Microsoft or whatever, fans of whatever system are going to go crazy. So I made a joke about PlayStation trophy hunters and how they don't have girlfriends. And apparently that joke made them really mad. Jeffrey Tucker. That joke made them really mad. Like, really mad. Like, one guy, they were demanding me that I apologize. And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah, I apologize. And I said, and here's what I did. Here's what made them really mad. I said, yeah, I apologize. Look, listen, guys, I understand. I apologize about the whole situation with trophy hunters and all that. And I said, I apologize for absolutely nothing. And I took off my glasses like this and put on my shades and was ranting like, I'm making a joke. You guys are being soft. It's all good. I've made jokes about other stuff. Y'all out here being soft. I'm not apologizing for a damn thing. And I think that's also when people just said, screw this guy. Like, he's arrogant. He's cocky. He's this. He's that. You know? So yeah. I think that's where it happened. So, and I said, hey, I'll take that. You know? I'll take that. So I actually don't mind. You know, I don't mind that that they don't like me there. It's fine. You know? It's no big deal. I told you should have called them maidenless. I should have said maidenless would have eased the blow a little bit. It was a joke regardless. Then again, like, we already know, even if I said maidenless, chances are they probably still get mad. Like, I'm not allowed to tell jokes. Everybody allowed to tell jokes but me. I'm not allowed, well, Miss Click not allowed to tell jokes either. But like, everybody allowed to tell, like, you know, minorities and women are not allowed to tell jokes on there. Like, I can't say nothing. I'm not allowed to tell jokes to some people. Not everybody. Most people are cool there. But some people, they just get angry. If I say a joke and it's not, and I say I'm joking, people just still get upset. So yeah, it's all good though. Let's see. Are you going to talk about multiverse flopping? We already talked about multiverses flopping. I think you missed it, Xeno Wielder. But yeah, we already discussed multiverses flopping. So yeah, it flopped $100 million. It flopped because, you know, people didn't want to play it. It's not that good. It went offline for a bit. Too long. People just got disinterested. Never came back. Never spent money on it. So it flopped. A bit of flop. Let's see here. Argentina can say the craziest stuff and gets away with it. It's well documented. This country is racist and sexist. Yeah, a lot of gamers are, bro. A lot of gamers are. Like, a lot of gamers are racist and sexist, especially with certain things. Or at least, like I said, I think some of them are passively that. Like, they get annoyed when someone says it with a certain look, but somebody else can say the same thing, and it's not a problem. You know, and that's happened multiple times on the Spawncast to me. Like, it's not like it's just one time. The situation with Super Mario 3D World, I said that it's not anti-consumer. Like, it's just like a bad decision, and I got hell on. They called me names. They said all sorts of stuff. John said the same thing. Not a peep, not a damn word. He said literally the same thing. He said, oh, I don't think it's anti-consumer. It's just a bad decision. It's just a weird business decision. I literally said the same thing. I actually said something different. I said that I wish that they wouldn't have done that, and I think that it's, you know, whatever. But I got called all sorts of names for it, and I was looking at the live chat when I said it compared to when he said it. And when he said it, everyone's like, oh, well, yeah, I understand. I was like, what the hell? And we literally said it the same way. Like, I wasn't being, like, demonstrative, or I wasn't being, like, trying to be cocky about it or anything. You know? It was, like, literally we said the same thing, pretty much. I don't know if it was the same week, but it might have been different weeks. But yeah, and like, so it is what it is. And I remember that. I didn't bring it up or I didn't say anything, but I'm like, oh, okay, that's how it is, Well, when a game like you play like Eternights, I can see why they got mad. Oh, they should have got the big boy pants and played Bunny Garden. Well, they didn't get mad with Eternights. When I made the joke about Eternights, hey, what's up? I think J-Cat's here. Hey, what's up, J-Cat? Welcome to the stream, young lady. When I made the joke about the Eternights or whatever, they didn't get mad at that. That was okay. That joke was okay. That was an okay joke to make. So yeah. So in my opinion, it's because they treat you as a Nintendo fan, and some people really dislike that. Yeah, I don't know if it's just that though. I really don't think it's just that, because like, what does that have to do with me making a joke about Eternights? You know what I'm saying? Like, if that was the case, then that was a PlayStation console exclusive. So then they should have been mad at that too. Then if the Nintendo dude is making a joke about that, right? So I get what you're saying, and that could be part of it for sure. Absolutely could be part of it for certain things. But it's not all of it, because then they would have got mad at the Eternights thing. But like I said, if it's anime, then it's okay. I've made all sorts of anime jokes. I've made tons of anime jokes, and I've never had anybody say anything to me or get mad. Like, really, I haven't seen it, at least. I've made all sorts of jokes on that. And like, I've said all sorts of things when it comes to like anime or Nintendo stuff or whatever. And like, people don't get upset like with certain stuff, but whatever. Yeah, your badge evolved as you stay on. If it is because you're black, it's not really acceptable. Yeah, it is what it is. Although I got a great thought. Next time that I'm on the Spawncast, I do have a nice background to use. So y'all are gonna like my background next time that I'm on there. I don't know when the next time that I'll be on there though. Probably next week, maybe next week. Probably not this week, so maybe next week. Same thing happened with Dragon Ball Sparking Zero on Twitter. Someone said the game is lacking impact in combat and sound effects and got hate for it. And then Sirac said it, same thing, said the same thing, and boom. Said the same thing, what? Yeah, OJ, unfortunately, black gamers are unwelcome guests in gaming spaces a lot of the times. Yeah, I don't know. If you ask them, though, they'll say it's not because of that. They'll say it's because of other things. But I already know it's part of it is that. But there's just some people that are haters on Twitch, like on Twitter. Like, I've gotten to them on Twitter, and they're just like generational haters. So I don't think I'm not going to sit there and say that it's all just that. But some of it definitely is, for sure. Like, the PlayStation, what's it called? The PlayStation joke that I made about, trophy hunters and no girlfriends, like that was definitely like, okay, I was like, I'm not apologizing. Y'all can like kiss my ass, like, excuse my French, but y'all can, sorry about that for the kiddos watching, but I was like, I'm not backing down on that. Usually I might be like, all right, my bad, I didn't mean it like that, whatever, it's just a joke. But that one, I'm like, I'm not backing down. It was a joke. You guys are being completely crazy for no reason. And the funniest thing is that after I responded to that, one guy that initially said it, like, he was like, oh man, I'm surprised, you doubled down on it, and he got like upset that I doubled down, and I'm like, bro, do you not know what a joke is? Like, these people legitimately you've got to be miserable. You've got to be absolutely miserable when someone comes out and says, yo, I was joking. I don't know you guys. It was just, I've made the same jokes and other things. Like, don't take it personal. And they were telling me that I'm scared. I said it when Mystic Ryan wasn't there, that I was scared of him. I'm like, these people are miserable. You've got to be absolutely miserable to sit there and think that I'm actually scared of making a silly joke about PlayStation trophies when Mystic Ryan is there or not. Like, like, stop the cap, bro. Like, that's what I'm scared. Oh, Mystic. Oh, like, bro, please. These people have no lives. They are insufferable. They take this online-ish too seriously. If you think that I am scared, like I'm scared to make a PlayStation joke around Mystic. Like, oh my goodness, bro. It is hilarious, man. Sicilian with the $2. It says, please play Chocolate Rain by Zay. I'm not playing Chocolate Rain, bro. Come on. I'm not playing Chocolate Rain, Sicilian. Give me something else. I ain't playing chocolate rain. No, 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 no. I'm not playing. I'm not playing chocolate rain. Oh my gosh, bro. Stop, Cecilia. Stop. Oh my gosh. Comedy is dying, bro. Says OJ called me sus for liking Mara design, and I still tune into the streams. Yeah, you are sus, House Gang. I'll keep it a buck. You're sus. Like, I'll keep it a buck. You're sus. But I mean, it is what it is. You like it, you know? If you like it, you like it. So there's, you know, I mean, listen, you know, I know, you know, maybe, just maybe, you know, and listen, I don't discriminate against, you know, whatever way you swing. So maybe, you know, I don't know. I don't care though. Y'all be into whatever you like whatever you like, be into whoever you're into. I don't care. I'm just saying, you know. OJ, comedy's dying, you ain't wrong. Some people are too sensitive. Yeah, some people are too sensitive, you know. So, yeah, there's a lot of sus people out there, House Gang. There's a lot of sus people out there, brother. Like, what you mean? You think that you're the only sus? There's a lot of sus, weird people out there, man. So yeah, there's a lot of sus out there. Super duper passive with it. They aren't gonna out themselves. Obviously, they never own up to Loki. Let's see here. I'm secure in my masculinity, so don't bother me. Yeah. That's what they. Yeah. yeah. Absolutely sure. Where's what's that? Hold on. I got the perfect thing, bro. I got the perfect thing. Oh my god, I got the perfect thing, bro. Let me try to find it though. Oh my gosh, will I be able to find it though? I'm not sure if I will be able to find it. Oh no, man, I can't. I don't know where it's at. Damn, dude, when I need it. Oh, I found it. Yeah, I'm right. I found it. Yo, house gang, bro. This is me and you, brother. This is me. Sure you are, buddy. Just put the head. Yeah, sure you are. Okay, buddy. Sure you are. This is definitely us right now. Of course you are. Of course you are. Oh man, yo, big love. Shout out South King, man. Nothing but love, brother. Nothing but love. Oh man. He says, why am I seeing that meme a lot lately? Because it's freaking hilarious. Because it's absolutely hilarious. And it's been done like a million different ways. Like, there's been so many ways. People have made all sorts of like different, different characters or like drawings of that meme. Like, it's so funny. Like, there's a thread of like everyone, like Dragon Ball Z. They got this one right here. They got more Dragon Ball Z. They got all sorts of Dragon Ball Z. They got Naruto. Like, they got Mike Guy. I tell you, bro, it's over, bro. They got. This is so good, bro. This is so good. They got like every version. You got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, man. You got JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. You got everything. Star Platinum. The two chins. With Dio, bro. This is great. You got like everything. What's that, Bleach? Oh my goodness, man. You got everything. So this is, oh, is that Fairy Tale? Is that Fairy Tale or something? Oh my goodness, man. You got, what's that, Pikachu and Ash? Oh my goodness, bro. This is so good. Yeah, LeBron, Michael Jordan. Is that Michael Jordan? Is that Luca? Or who's that? LeBron and Luke? What's Messier or whatever his name is? Or oh my gosh, bro. This is so, and it just keep, oh, you got SpongeBob. I don't know. Here we go. Here's the Bleach. Here's another Bleach with Urahara and Ichigo. Oh my goodness, bro. This is great. It just keeps going. This dude did a whole thread. He got One Piece, got the 3 Spider-Man. The Spider-Man meme. Oh my goodness, man. This is so good. Cyberman, Nappa, and Yamcha. Cyberman, Nappa, and Yamcha, bro. This is good. This one's good too. Oh my goodness. Oh my, Batman, old school Batman and Robin. Peter Griffin, more Dragon Ball Z. Bro, this is great. This is great. This is so good, man. This is so good. So they got everything there. I had to bookmark it because it was so funny. Paul Gill Network with the $1 donuts. I just sent you a photo relevant to the chat request. How about some Alpha 2 Ken music? All right, I got you. Alpha 2 Ken music. Let's go. Alpha 2 Ken music. All right. You just sent me a photo. Where'd you send me a photo at? On Twitter? Do you think Nimble will work with Bandai Namco on a hardcore Zelda game like Dark Souls? No. Nintendo has their own Zelda team. They don't need to work with Bandai Namco on anything. Bandai Namco doesn't even make Dark Souls. Bandai Namco, they publish Dark Souls. From Software makes Dark Souls. But no, they will not. All right. Let me see. I don't know where you post. Where's the image at? Oh, you sent it to me DM? Ah, there you go. Chocolate Rain in the house. Here's Paul Gale Network with Mr. Chocolate Rain himself. He's actually taller than I thought he'd be. Because I know, Paul, you're like 6 foot. So he's actually a bit taller than I thought. I didn't think he was that tall. So he's actually a bit taller than I thought. Okay. Mr. Chocolate Rain himself. Let's go. Thank you for the $1 dono, Mr. Paul Gale. Appreciate that. I don't know. What does he do now? Like, does anybody know what he's up to? Does anybody know what Mr. Chocolate Rain is up to these days? Like, what is he actually up to? Like, what does he do? What does he do these days? Wow, Brothership looks really good on TV mode. Haven't really noticed the frame pacing issues personally. I haven't even checked. I don't know what the frame rate issues are. So I know that some people said there's some performance issues, but I don't know what they are. So I'm going to pick up the game. I mean, I might go tonight. I might even go tonight and pick it up. But we'll see. So yeah, we will see. I might go tonight. We'll see. Best Buy doesn't close till late. So So yeah. So it's all good though. Another news, Death Stranding is now Kojima's IP. Yeah, I could not care less. He can do whatever he wants with it. It's his IP now, so good for him. He purchased it from Sony. They got what they needed, then said, we out. Oh, man, they got what they needed. Remember, guys, to follow me on Blue Sky as well. If you have not followed me on Blue Sky, now is a great time to actually follow me on Blue Sky. If you have not done it yet, just because, like I said, there's some awesome stuff going down there. It's going down on Blue Sky. It's going down. So we got 472 followers. It'd be great to hit 500 before the end of the week. So there we go. So let's go. Big love to everybody that's following me there. Yeah, outside of Metal Gear and Zone of Enders, I really don't follow Kojima. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really liked a lot of his new stuff that he's done. You know, I'm not a big fan of Death Stranding. Like, it's cool for what it is. Like, I get why people like. Actually, I don't get why people like it so much, but I understand why people. I can understand if people do like it. I understand if they do. It's fine. It's whatever. It's no big deal, you know. So yeah. So it's all good, you know. Let's see here. Zone of Enders was really fun. Zone of Enders was like super cool. Really fast paced, really kind of crazy. So yeah. Make sure you guys hit that like button though. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let them know that we out here. You know what I'm saying? Streaming. But we do got about another 20 minutes or so plus on the stream. We're hitting that extension with the 79 on the combo board. So I appreciate that, guys. Big love to Sicilian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate donos. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Big love to Paul Gale. Remember, if Sicilian, if you want some video game music that I can play, let me know and I'll play it for you. Let me know and I will play it for you because you did drop a number of donos. So yeah, it's all good. Love the Street Fighter soundtrack is always goated. That Rams game was crazy. I thought we lost an OT, but the pass from Stafford. I didn't see the game, so this goes with anything though. I didn't see the game, so I don't know how it went. But yeah, it's a tight NFC West race, man. Super tight NFC West race. A lot of teams are, are striving for that position. But McCaffrey's back, baby. Woo, cannot wait. Oh, you know how long I've been waiting for this. You know how long I've been waiting for this. McCaffrey's back. Ooh, Garendo with that 4.3 speed is coming. I'm looking forward to Juwan Jennings back. I'm looking forward to this Bucks game, man. This got to be a statement game where the Bucks played the Chiefs really tough. Actually took them to overtime. So one of the few teams that have actually, played the Chiefs about as physical and tough as they play against them. So it's not going to be a gimme win by any means. And Baker's banged up, his toes banged up. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this Bucks 49ers game. This is going to tell us a lot about how the second half of the season is going to go for the 49ers. If they don't come out here and win this game definitively, then it's not a good look. I need to see a definitive win. Not an overtime, not a barely. I need to see a definitive win. Definitive. All phases of the game. Ms. Velvet Crow with the 83 months. Ambutier says 83 months for V. Hey, shout out to V. Thank you so much for the 83 months. Let's go. Big love to Ms. V. About contracts for Smash Bros. Why the assumption if Nintendo made a deluxe Smash Ultimate, they can bring back all the characters, wouldn't need to renegotiate versus new game. You would definitely need to renegotiate. Because the license was for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the Nintendo Switch. The license was not for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the game forever. It was for that system on there. So if they bring it to the Switch 2, that's not backwards compatible, but an actual Switch 2 version of the game, like some type of like a port or super ultimate version of the game, then they'd absolutely need to renew every single license on there. So yeah. Absolutely. Shout outs to V though. Appreciate you, young lady. V, how's Jeremy do? I don't think I've seen Jeremy here in a long time. How's he doing? Like, how's everything going with Jeremy? Like, is everything okay? Or you guys, I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, that's cool too. But hopefully everything's good, you know? Hopefully everything is good. He's working? Okay. Cool. He's working? All right, cool. You know, Disney would be on Sakurai for that. Disney would be on Sakurai for that? For what? Kingdom Hearts? I mean, they'd all be on, like, all of the licenses would be on them for that. It wouldn't just be, it would be all of them. It would be all of them. Shout outs to my boy. He's probably hungry. Mom's getting him some food though. He's good. He's probably just woke up from a nap. So yeah. Shout outs though, guys. Just say, especially Disney, they'd all be on them about it. It wouldn't just be Square Enix. All of them would be on them on their butt about that. They'd all be on them about it. So would Square Enix. Square Enix would be like, they'd be on them about that too. Most of the companies would be on them about it, you know. So, but yeah, Disney's crazy with their IP, but so is Square Enix. Square Enix is also crazy with their IP. Let's see. I don't see why any would reject after so. Yeah, I'm just saying that they'd have to renew it. Like it's not just like, oh, you can just, you know, do it. You know, you'd have to actually like renew the license. You know, the PS5 Pro is a waste. It's a waste. Did you get one? Did you get the PS5 Pro? Happy with your Slim? Yeah, I think the PS5 Slim is fine. You know, if you got a PS5 Slim, I think you should be good with it. You know, I think people are just looking for like the best resolution. If you're looking for like the best resolution, best possible game, then you know, then you can get that with, you know, you can get that with the PS5 Pro. So yeah. All right, if you have any other questions, feel free to tag me at Plurus. Hashtag Plurus is just Plurus by itself. More than happy to answer all of your questions. So Shady, your Slim got binged towards the Pro. Yeah, that's a good deal. I mean, still $700, but yeah, it's a good deal. If like I swear, if it came with the disc drive, I would have done it, man. If it would have been more of a priority. Maybe later, if I just for whatever, or there's some sales or discounts or whatever, which there probably won't be. But like, without the disc drive, I just can't support it right now. But maybe later for sure. Maybe later. Excuse me. Still make games for PS4. That system needs to die. No, they're gonna keep making games for PS4 because not everybody got a PS5, so they're still gonna make games for PS4. There's already been developers who want to be included in Smash. Yoko Taro want to be, and Kondo wants a doll, and so many others are just and even Gus with Rise. I mean, they all want. Of course, they all want their characters to be in Smash because, like, it's Smash. You know. It's like, it makes your character way more popular. People will want to check out your game potentially. You know, it's like, it's marketing that just pays for itself, you know? So yeah. Absolutely. Also, there was an article that says future HD 2D titles will continue to innovate, says Square Enix producer. That's good. Always good to see that there's going to be some innovation in there. So yeah, absolutely. Let's see. I don't think it's a big enough jump to justify it for me. It's not going to be a big enough jump for everybody. Some people are going to think it's a big enough jump. Some people aren't. It's subjective. But I mean, yeah, me looking at most of the games, I don't know if it's a big enough jump for me. for like it's like $700, $800. Like, I don't think it's a big enough jump for $800. Like, that's like gaming PC territory, right? Like new graphics card territory and all that. So like, I don't think it's big enough for me to make that, like, without the disk drive. Maybe with the disk drive, because I'm like, hey, look, you know, I don't have to tack on another $80 to $100 for that, you know, plus tax, California tax. So yeah, maybe, but like I've said it many times before, but it's gonna be different for every person, you know. It's gonna be different for every person. I do play my PS5 a lot. I've played my PS5 a ton, you know, this whole gen. I mean, I'm gonna go pick up Mario and Luigi just so I can play that port. I'm gonna play it on my Switch OLED a lot. But yeah. You're better off saving up for PS6. Yeah, I mean, you can take that 800 and put it towards the PS6, right? Like, PS6 is probably going to come out in 2026 or 2027. Probably 2027. Yeah, I'd probably say 2027. So in the next 2 years, we'll be talking about PS6. So the PS6, is it going to be $700? It might be $700, bro. It might be $800. It might be that. So you might just want to put that money into that. But, you know, anybody can spend the way that they want to spend, you know? What's up, OJ? My chiropractor's husband is a huge Mario Party fan. Got Jamboree and played last weekend. She asked me about Mario and Luigi, and I was like, I just booted it up. She was like, go play. Okay. You know, yeah. So yeah, I think that for me, maybe just waiting for PS6 might be a good option. You know, because like if you buy the PS5 Pro, then you buy the PS6 like a couple years later. Now, I did buy the PS4 Pro, but that was gifted to me. And I did buy the Xbox One X, but that was also a glitch. There was a Target glitch, like back in 2018, that allowed you to stack, like if you had like Google Voice or different phone numbers, I forgot, like Target Cartwheel or whatever it was, but allowed you to stack discounts. So I got like a big 55-inch Samsung TV. I got an Xbox One X. I got a Nintendo Switch dock. I got all of that for like $500. So it was like, the TV was like $600 or something like that, $700. I got that for $200. The Xbox One X was like $400, $399. I got that for $200. And then the Nintendo Switch dock was like $40 or something like that. So I got all of that for like less than $500. I think it was like 200 something, or sorry, 400 something plus tax. So I went and picked it up. Like I tried to stack more, but they canceled it. They canceled some of the other stuff, but they let me pick up the Switch dock, the TV, and the Xbox One X, which was awesome. So those are the only reasons why I even bought the last gen mid-gen upgrades or refreshes. I got discounts. I either got gifted to me or heavy discounted. Got a nice new TV with that Xbox One X, which was cool. TV was nice. Nice to play the Xbox One X on it. Even though I didn't really play the Xbox One X that much. I haven't really played Xbox a ton. I've tried, but it's just they don't have enough compelling games for me. First party wise to play. So had a Sony drop Bloodborne remake as a launch game for the PS6. That would be a win. That'd be a pretty big win. I mean, they did do Demon Souls. So they did do that. So that makes sense. I mean, that could be something, you know? That could absolutely be something. So yeah. PS6 ain't coming for like another 4 years. I don't know about that, man. I think the PS6 is coming out 2027. I think it's coming out. We're already done with 2024. I think the PS6 is coming out 2027. I think we're going to see it because I'll be 7 years after. Remember, the PS5 is already 4 years old. It's going on its 5th year. So I think we're going to see it. We're going to start hearing about PS6 in the next couple years. I think it could launch in 2027, maybe 2028. So yeah, maybe 3 years from now. But yeah, 2 to 3 years, we're going to see it. So I mean, that's not, relatively speaking, that's not a long time. Like 4 years is not that long of it. Like 4 years goes by really quickly. Like, believe it or not, it does. 4 years will go by before you even know it. Weren't we just all talking about COVID not too long ago? Yeah, that was 4 years ago. 4 years plus ago now, right? Weren't we all just talking about some stuff like that, you know, COVID and all the issues that we were having there and the problems? Yeah, 4 years ago. Trust me, 4 years, 2028 will be here before you even know it. You're going to be playing your games, living your life, doing whatever, getting new jobs, work, money, whatever the case is. And before you know it, next year is just going to fly right by. Think about it. Didn't we just get it to 2024? I literally remember like yesterday doing a New Year's stream. Party Man was here. You guys were all here. We were playing Halo Infinite. That I remember like it was yesterday. Literally remember it like it was yesterday. Me and Party Man playing Halo Infinite, or the stream, and yeah, that felt like yesterday. And that was freaking almost a year ago now. That will be a year in January, right? Or December going to January. So yeah, that felt like we just had that stream and the year's already gone. So yeah, man, the years go by, bro. The years go by quickly. You gotta savor every second that you're on the planet. So it is what it is. I mean, Party Man's been here for like 7-8 years now, and it feels like a long time, but then it doesn't, you know. So yeah. I mean, Velvet's been here for how long? 6 years plus with the Elite Ninja program that we've had since like 2017. So like the time just goes by. A decade, going on a decade of here hanging out, talking about video games. So yeah. So it's crazy. So it's absolutely crazy. Okay, so the voice actor for Claude is on Blue Sky too. Nice. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a follow right now. That's cool. Let's go. Joe. Where's he at? Joe Z-I-E. Yeah, Joe Z-I-E. Oh, there he is. Cool. All right, give him a follow. Let's go. Gotta make sure I respond to him. Now, let's see here. So it's all good. Time went fast. I still remember a decade ago on this channel. Yeah, I'll be honest. Like it's felt like a long time for like this channel. It's felt like we've been slowly, this monolith has been slowly building. You know, we slowly built our way up from 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 to 4 to 10 to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, going on 130 now. You know, so I think it's been like a slow grind. So that's felt like it's a long time, but at the same time, it's felt like it's like the Wii U days were just a bit ago. It feels that way. It feels like the Wii U days were not too long ago, but the Wii U was like a decade ago, you know? The Wii U was like a hot minute ago. So it's been crazy, man. I'm getting Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. I love Xenoblade Chronicles 2 a lot. Nice. Let's go, Velvet. Jose, a question. I just bought Xenoblade X physical copy on Nintendo website, and it doesn't come out until next year, and I'm new ordering online, so I don't know how this works. Yeah, they'll ship you a copy when it's ready to go. So they'll probably ship on that day. So I don't think, you might not get it early. You might get it early, but you might not. You might not. So, or you might get it on the day that it releases. They might ship it beforehand, but chances are they will not, and you'll get it either the following day or a little bit later. How many subs do I have now? 123,000. I think you can see it on the player, right? Or no? Can you not see how many I have on the player? Guess it doesn't say anymore. If you're asking me. Been around since the Wii U days. Don't remember year. I'm terrible with time. Yeah. I know you've been around for a hot minute, Tommy. Like, a lot of you guys have been around for like a long time. So yeah, it's good. It's good to see you guys all rolled still here. Some that are been here for forever, you know? It's good to see you guys here. It's good stuff. Very good stuff. I'm not close to a big million. No, I'm definitely not close. I'm actually pretty far away. And remember, it took me 10 years almost, a little bit under 10 years to get to like 100,000 plus. So yeah, I don't know. But I think that here's the thing. I do think that I can really expand with the Switch 2. I mean, from the Switch 1 to the Switch 2, I think this channel gained tenfold. Or sorry, from the Switch, from the beginning of the Switch to now the end of the Switch, this channel has blown up. I have 10 times more subscribers. So maybe, just maybe, with the Switch 2, I can maybe blow up 2 to 3 times bigger, maybe 4 times bigger than what I am right now. I think it's gonna be something. I think I can definitely get bigger with the Switch 2 coming up. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Why hasn't Square Enix not sent me Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Collector's Edition yet? I'm not sure. Check the shipping. It's not out. It doesn't come out till next year. Or sorry, next week, right? To be honest, you're my favorite streamer as I enjoy topics and conversations on here. Thank you. I appreciate that, Tommy. You're my favorite Tommy Raikou. I can say that with confidence, with the utmost confidence. You're my favorite Ace Combat fan. I can say that with the utmost confidence. You're my favorite Ace Combat fan, 100%. You know, 100%. Oh, man. Good stuff, though. Good stuff, guys. Make sure you hit that like button if you have not hit that like button. We're going to pretty much wrap it up for this one, though, guys. We've hit that near 3 hours. I want to say thank you guys so much for your support today, man. You guys were nuts. So it's been awesome. You guys have been crazy with the support. So thank you guys so much. I do appreciate that. If you want to check out my most recent video, please watch it. It's fun. I talk about Switch 2 stuff. I talk about official confirmation of different games and things, third-party games, strengthening the relationship. Let's see here. OJ, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't. I know, Velvet. Thank you for your support. Seriously, thank you for all your love and support, V. You are goated. Seriously, you are super goated. Watch my most recent video. If you haven't seen it, it's right there. So yeah, man, thank you guys so much. This is the oldest video I can remember, your Fire Emblem Awakening story and the workout exercise video. Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was like back in like 2016 or something like that. So thank you guys so much for being awesome. Thank you guys for being incredible. Shout outs to Brand Smith for ending the stream as the Hokage and Stream Ninja. Big love to V. Big love to all the Elite Ninjas that came through. Thank you guys for all the JoJos. I appreciate that. And yeah, watch my most recent video, guys. It's out there. Big love to Sicilian Gamer, V, Paul Gale Network, Shinru, Bobby, Brand Smith once again, Ice Sonic 22 months, Beacon of Chelsea, Nick 93, B Martin, David V. Thank you guys so much for your support today. You guys were incredible. So love you guys so much. We went even further than beyond tonight. Thank you guys for the 79 on the combo board. And yeah, we'll be back. Probably I'll stream earlier than usual. So it might be a little bit earlier stream than usual tomorrow, guys. We'll see. Just because, yeah, I'm going to be hanging out with my daughter tomorrow night. So I'm going to be doing probably an earlier stream. So yeah, look out for that. All right, guys. Love y'all so much. You guys are goated. You guys are awesome. And yeah, we will see you guys for the next one. All right. Peace out, homies.